Hey, remember back in 2024 when then candidate Trump was rather ambivalent about releasing the Epstein files?
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
Yes, I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
And then remember earlier this year when now President Trump was rather angry about people caring about this Epstein guy.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.
And then remember when Trump called MAGA stupid for caring about the Epstein hoax?
Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters have bought into this BS, hook, line, and sinker, the president wrote on Truth Social.
Mr. President, I know you want to...
And he didn't stop there. Here's the president's reaction from the Oval Office Wednesday.
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work.
And then remember when the DOJ and the FBI released that bizarre unsigned finding that Epstein trafficked children to no one, he blackmailed no one, and he totally killed himself.
The DOJ and FBI later said there was no incriminating client list, no credible evidence Epstein blackmailed anyone, and the report confirmed he died by suicide in 2019.
Well, guess what? The Epstein files are about to be released. So what does that mean exactly? Well, it's not what you think. Let's take a look.
You're listening to The Corbett Report.
Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to another edition of The Corbett Report. I'm your host, James Corbett of CorbettReport.com, coming to you, as always, from the sunny climes of Western Japan here in November of 2025, with episode 486 of The Corbett Report podcast, Donald and Jeffrey's Wonderful Secret. Alright, so, in case you hadn't heard, there are some developments that are taking place even as I am recording today's episode, surrounding Jeffrey Epstein. And to put this in context and to frame our investigation today, I'm going to take a cue from an email that I received recently from Justin, who writes, James, what are your thoughts on the Epstein files? I feel it is a psyop to mislead on both sides of the paradigm. I'd really like to hear your thoughts as these files are being released, quote, in quotation marks, and read like some internet arg, which I assume means argument. All right, well, thank you for that question, Justin. And if I have understood it correctly, I think it's a valuable question to be asking because obviously, for those who have been paying attention, yes, the Epstein files has been a source of consternation and interest for some time now, and what do or don't they contain and what will or will not be released are important questions. But just to put this in context for everyone, yes, in case you hadn't noticed, the Epstein file question is very much back in the news.
This morning, the House is poised to move forward on a vote that would release files related to the sex trafficking investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. It comes after months of resistance from Republican leaders and the White House. President Trump not responding to ABC's questions about the files during an event last night.
Mr. President, why won't you order the FBI to release the Epstein files?
It comes as thousands of newly released documents were made public by the House Oversight Committee, which includes Trump's name coming up repeatedly in Epstein's messages. In a 2017 email to former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, Epstein writing, quote, I have met some very bad people, none as bad as Trump. Not one decent cell in his body, so yes, dangerous. In a 2018 text to an unidentified person, Epstein writes, quote, I am the one person who can take him down. Trump and Epstein were friends for more than a decade. Trump, who has denied any wrongdoing, says he broke off the friendship when he learned Epstein and his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, were luring away women and teenage girls who worked at Mar-a-Lago. In a 2019 email to author Michael Wolff, Epstein writes, Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. Now, 218 lawmakers, including 4 Republicans, have signed a petition that will force a full House vote to demand the release of the Epstein files, the newest member of Congress becoming the final signature.
The timing of the 23,000 emails that were also released right around this time really put an exclamation mark on the need to have this transparency and for all of the files to be out in public.
All right, there you have it, folks. As you now know, yes, the Epstein files are about to be released, or something like that. But wasn't there just a release of something? What's going on here? What can we actually sort out? Well, let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. And there are a number of things that are developing and that are on the plate right now, so we're going to have to dig deep to find all of them. And we're going to start by taking a look at a recent article from The Courier, thecouriernewsroom.com specifically, which talks about, we created a searchable database with all 20,000 files from Epstein's estate. What? The files are already here? Well, some files have been released. Just earlier this week, the U.S. House Oversight Committee announced a massive document dump from Jeffrey Epstein's estate, including thousands of emails discussing a wide range of topics, including women blackmail and spending the holidays with Donald Trump. Now, if you have had a chance to take a look at these files, you will know that they are a total mess, and just like the JFK files from earlier this year, remember that release, which we went over in a previous edition of this podcast? Just like that one, this is too a hot dumpster mess of just files that are randomly linked up and that have no particular title or not arranged in any particular way. So Courier News has apparently taken it upon themselves to create a searchable database. Yay, wonderful. So how does this wonderful search tool work? Well, you go in and you see the big mess of files and you search the documents for a keyword or a phrase, like, say, Trump. And you're going to get every single document that has the word Trump in it, which is going to be thousands of them, but certainly not every one of them is some big expose of Jeffrey Epstein releasing the details on Donald Trump. Many of them just seem to be news reports that mention Trump's name or things along those lines. Anything that has been scooped up in this particular document release, which happened last week. So make of that what you will, and if people find hidden gems in there, great. I would love to hear about them. But it's going to be needles in haystacks. So what else do we actually know? And what can we actually say for sure that we know about whatever Donald Trump Jeffrey Epstein connection exists? Well, we can, of course, say definitively that yes, Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were friends in the 1990s. They did party together, and everyone has seen that famous footage by now of Donald and Jeffrey laughing it up at some party surrounded by various women, etc. And we know various details of Donald and Jeffrey and Glenn and Melania all together, and there are varying accounts of who introduced whom to whom in what day and what have you. But at any rate, we know that that photographic evidence of that those power couples exists. We, of course, also know the infamous quote from New York Magazine from 2002 that's been bandied about quite a lot, specifically the quote about, "I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy, he's a lot of fun to be with." It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life. Yes, we all know that quote from 2002 does exist. And we do know that Epstein and Maxwell were Mar-a-Lago members and that they did recruit underage girls for Epstein's operations from there. We can take that directly from Virginia Roberts Giuffre herself, in her own words, writing about that experience. We can talk about other connections that happened in the first Trump administration. For example, we all know by now that Trump's labor secretary in his first term, Alex Acosta, was the one who signed off on Epstein's sweetheart plea deal back in the in the 2000s, back when Epstein was first arrested for soliciting underage prostitutes, and he got that sweetheart deal and everything got swept under the rug, and he got a little slap on the wrist because of the plea deal that he managed to make with Alex Acosta. And Acosta, we know, said he was told to leave Epstein alone because he, quote, belonged to intelligence. That was widely reported for a number of years. But then, lo and behold, wouldn't you know it, Acosta has done some testimony, which eventually came out months later, that has confirmed that no, he completely denies any alleged Epstein intelligence ties. So for those who didn't see that, the full transcript of Acosta's September 19th testimony has been released. And he says, Steve Bannon has publicly stated that you told him that Epstein, quote, belonged to intelligence. Do you ever recall speaking to Steve Bannon about Jeffrey Epstein? And ultimately, he says that he denies that there was any intelligence link, or he was told no knowledge as to whether or not he was a member of the intelligence community. But he says he was not told by anyone in intelligence to lay off him. So make of all of that what you will. But of course, the orgy of evidence does not stop there. We can talk about Bill Barr, and who was, of course, the U.S. Attorney General under Trump in his first administration. But his father, Donald Barr, also seems to have a curious relation to Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Barr being a, at the time that Epstein was being hired in the summer of 1974 to work at the Dalton School in New York City, a prestigious school for which Epstein had absolutely no qualifications. At the time, the headmaster of that school was Donald Barr, the father of future Trump Attorney General Bill Barr. Okay, so what on earth do we make of that relation? Well, we don't know exactly if Donald Barr was the person who actually interviewed Epstein and or hired him. We know that Barr left in the in the summer of 1974 to take a different position at a different school, shortly before Epstein actually started working in September of 1974. But at any rate, there is that connection that their paths did seem to cross at the Dalton School in the summer of 1974. And we also know, although Snopes, the good old fact checkers at Snopes, do their best to try for some reason to sweep all of this under the rug and downplay it. But we do know that, yes, Donald Barr absolutely did write a bizarre sci-fi novel about intergalactic slavery, including intergalactic sex slavery of minors and raping minors, called Space Relations. So there it is on archive.org, guys. Go read it for yourselves. I have not read it for myself yet, but I'm sure there are many nuggets to be found in there. But we don't have to stop there. We can, of course, point to other mysterious things. Oh, it should, of course, be pointed out that Bill Barr, the son of Donald Barr, was, as Trump's Attorney General, the one to sign off on on Epstein totally killed himself, guys. That was exactly what happened. Don't worry, guys. All done and dusted. We arrested him. He killed himself. Done. So, again, make of that relation whatever you will. We know that Trump did, when Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested, wish her well. Not once, but twice. He doubled down on it. Yes, he absolutely does wish Ghislaine Maxwell well. And, well, she is doing well at this point, because, of course, we know she was arrested and sentenced for trafficking underage girls to no one, apparently. But we do know that she is now at Club Fed, or should that be Camp Cupcake? Ghislaine Maxwell allowed unlimited amount of toilet paper in Camp Cupcake Prison, in which she's apparently writing letters talking about how much she's enjoying her new stay in her new digs. And oh, by the way, her fellow prison inmates are petrified of Ghislaine Maxwell and the power that she seems to wield over this minimum security prison that she's been shoveled off to, as she woos Trump for an early release. And why on earth would she expect that? Oh, that's right. Because, of course, as we all remember earlier this year, Ghislaine Maxwell, who wants a pardon, says she never saw Trump in any appropriate setting. Wow, okay, perfectly on the level there. What level? I will leave you to decide for yourself. And then, of course, we know about the wonderful secret behind A Pal is a Wonderful Thing, the Trump-Epstein birthday letter, which was first reported on as something that exists, but we don't have it, and was, of course, immediately denied. That's totally a fabrication and hoax. And then it came out, oh, here it is. And I don't think the official line anymore is that it's a hoax. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the official line is. I don't know. Someone can inform me. But anyway, here it is. Voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything. Donald. Yes, there is. But I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey. Nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Ah, what a wonderful, loving, touching birthday letter between a couple of friends. Anyway, again, make of that letter what you will. We just know that it exists. So does that mean that maybe Epstein has some dirt on Trump? Well, let's ask Mark Epstein, brother of Jeffrey Epstein, who alleges an FBI cover-up and who also says, yes, they have dirt on Trump. Or Epstein had dirt on Trump. Specifically, Mark Epstein, the brother of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, tells News Nation that his brother revealed he had dirt on President Donald Trump. And interestingly, in the same article they report on, I've been recently told the reason they're going to be releasing these things, the FBI files that they supposedly have, and the reason for the flip, as in, we're not releasing them, okay, release everything, is that they're sanitizing these files. He says, there's a facility in Winchester, Virginia, where they're scrubbing the files to take Republican names out of it. That's what I was told by a pretty good source. All right, believe a brother of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein or not, but that is the allegation. And it absolutely, whatever you think, whatever it has, Trump absolutely did not have sexual relations with that man, Bill Clinton. No, there is that email talking about, does Putin have the pictures of Trump blowing Bubba? But that's not that Bubba, guys. It's totally a private individual that you wouldn't know about, who was named Bubba. So maybe that was some sort of joke about Lewinsky. Maybe it was a joke about Ghislaine Maxwell's horse. Maybe it was some real thing. Maybe it was. Who knows? Will we ever know? That's really the question. But don't worry, guys, we're about to find out, because the Senate has unanimously approved a bill to release the Epstein files. Great. Wonderful. Finally. Exactly what we all wanted, right? The Senate has just agreed by unanimous consent to approve the House-passed bill to require the Justice Department to release all unclassified records and documents related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Upon receipt of the legislation from the House, only hours after the lower chamber voted 427-1 to approve it, sending the bill to President Trump's desk for a signature. Great! Release the files! Release the Kraken! It's coming, guys! Just maybe a little problem with that. Remember what Mark was alleging about the cover-up that's going on right now where they're redacting all the names? No, they would never do it. Oh, wait. They totally would. The FBI redacted Trump's name in the Epstein files, according to Bloomberg, saying the Bureau's FOIA team tasked with conducting a final review of the records blacked out the names before higher-ups said last month that releasing the documents would not be appropriate or warranted, in which you can read the entire report, but the bottom line is the FBI's behind-the-scenes decision-making suggests that the chances of aliens resurrecting JFK are greater than Trump's name ever being unredacted from the Epstein files. And just backing that up, in a more serious tone, Ken Klippenstein has this up. National security blocks Epstein files release. The one word preventing transparency, where he points out there's one awkward word in this valiant effort to get the files released that is actually in the act itself, the Epstein Files Transparency Act, specifically Section 2, release of documents relating to Jeffrey Epstein, subparagraph A, in general, not later than 30 days after the date of enactment of this act, the Attorney General shall, subject to subsection B, make publicly available in a searchable and downloadable format all unclassified records, documents, communications, and investigative material. Yes, we all know what that means, of course. Oh, we can't release that particular document. We have to black out that name. We have to take that information out of the files. That's classified. So we already know. I mean, right there in black and white, we know that this is not going to be the uncensored release, even if they have not already scrubbed from existence any of the actual real documents. What documents are we talking about anyway? Because we also know that in the initial raids of Epstein's New York mansion and his other residences, we know that there were binders full of CDs with data on them documenting name plus name, redacted names, obviously politician plus underage girl, etc. We know that those exist. We at least know that those are those being released? Obviously, they wouldn't release the actual images themselves, but some information about those? Oh, I am going to hold my breath and wait for that, but maybe not wait too long for that. Anyway, the information that has been released is out there. It's in a searchable database. There is more on the way, but can we trust it? This is getting back down to the actual question that Justin is talking about, and in his initial suspicion that there may be some sort of psyop going on. Well, I don't know. Why don't we settle this once and for all? Let's just ask Donald what he thinks about this, all of this brouhaha.
Mr. President, what did Jeffrey Epstein mean in his emails when he said you knew about the girls?
I know nothing about that. They would have announced that a long time ago. It's really, what did he mean when he spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, who you know, who that is, Summers, Larry Summers, whatever his name is, and all of the other people that he spent time with. Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw a strike because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. Give me a break. You got to find out, what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go ahead. Go ahead.
incriminating in the file, sir, why not? Why are you acting as if
Quiet, McGee.
on
Go ahead.
Venezuela, sir? You've had a lot of meetings.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, okay, maybe we're not going to get too much out of the Don himself. But what about, as you may have heard from various people donning the red MAGA caps in recent days, weeks, and months, now that Epstein is, I guess, no longer a hoax per se, yeah, release the files, who cares? Because what about Clinton? Yeah, what about Clinton? I mean, again, there's new revelations, fresh revelations telling us what we already knew and suspected for a long time anyway, coming out on a daily basis now, like this recent post on Epstein emails with ex-Obama lawyer claim he stopped talking to Bill Clinton for mysterious reasons. Any guesses? Yeah, okay, all right. And what about the ex-chief executive of Barclays Bank, Jess Staley? Banker admits sex with Jeffrey Epstein's employee. But don't worry, it was one of his legal employees, not an underage employee, so not a big deal. You might have seen, just recently, Larry Summers, who, again, this isn't new news. We knew he was connected to Epstein, but now we have more details as more of their email correspondence is coming out, and it turns out Larry Summers was seeking Jeffrey Epstein's advice about how to woo or bed some sort of Chinese intelligence operative, ? At any rate, some weird shenanigans going on there, and it looks like he's now starting to suffer some professional consequences for this as Larry Summers steps down from public commitments after emails show friendly relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, I think it shows a bit more than that, but that's about all you're going to get out of the lying liars of PBS. So, well, okay, who else? Who else is going down? I mean, we could talk about a million people who we already know. Ehud Barak, who has spent plenty of time with Epstein and was in the Black Book and all of that, and various assorted others who have been photographed with Epstein around Woody Allen and Bill Gates and everyone else. But, oh yeah, there was somebody else who suffered pretty drastic consequences recently for his association with Epstein. Oh, right. Formerly Prince Andrew, who is no longer a prince because of his association with Epstein, as things finally begin to catch up with him. And there is an in-depth, and I don't think it offers any new insights or information, but it's a good roundup of information about the Andrew-Epstein relationship that was posted up by the Grey Zone recently, the intel scandal behind Prince Andrew's twisted Epstein exploits. As I say, I don't think there was any breaking new revelations in here, but there's quite a few links to a lot of reporting that's been done in the past by Whitney Webb and others that gives a better handle on that relationship and the nature of it and what was behind it and some of the background. But actually, maybe it's just that headline itself that starts to open a window into the bigger question involved here. Because yes, we are concentrating on all of this Democrat-Republican squabbling and these lower-rung politicians and others who may or may not be implicated in this or that scandal. Okay, I'm not saying that's not important at all, but I'm saying it might be missing the forest for the trees. And then what are the trees? Well, the intel scandal behind Prince Andrew's twisted Epstein exploits may give us a bit of a handle on this. Oh, that's right. Maybe this isn't about left-right phony wings of the same bird of prey, horse squabbling and trading, what have you. No, maybe this is about something deeper, like a deep state / intelligence operation that we know that Epstein was neck deep in. And how do we know that? Well, we know that from a number of different sources and a number of different angles, which we will get into. But it does, of course, even the question of the deep state / intelligence operation angle does raise the question. Okay, so if Epstein was a deep state operation, who was he working for? Well, I don't know. Let's turn to Dana Bash of CNN for some outrage about a possible suggestion of who Epstein might be working for.
Okay, so on that, I do want to ask you about something you posted just yesterday on X. You questioned who and what country is putting so much pressure on Trump to keep the Epstein files hidden. And you included a picture about donations from pro-Israel lobbying group AIPAC. What are you trying to say there?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's the question that many Americans are asking, especially when we saw information recently come out in these emails that the Oversight Committee that I serve on has released. And we saw Jeffrey Epstein with ties to Ehud Barak. We saw him making business deals with them, also business deals that involved the Israeli government, and seems to have led into their intel agencies. And I think the right question is to ask is, was Jeffrey Epstein working for Israel? And I'm proud to say I don't take money from AIPAC. I don't take money from any special group of people. I'm just representing my district and the American people. And so that's what I was referring to.
I just want to be clear. Are you saying Israel is pushing the President of the United States to cover up the Epstein files? And what evidence do you have that that is the case?
I simply just asked out loud, is there a foreign government? It could be any foreign government, but is a foreign government pushing to keep this covered up? Because people just don't understand the big fight against.
Well, you had AIPAC up there. It was pretty clear which government you were talking about.
That I'm questioning that government in particular and questioning any other foreign government.
Oh, right. Israel, the whole Israel thing. Oops. Yeah, Dana Bash wants you to know she's absolutely just boggled by the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene could suggest such a thing. Why would you even post that? Do you have any evidence? I work at CNN and I've never seen any of that. Oh, that's probably why you've never seen any of that evidence. For people who are interested in that story and that particular intelligence angle, then you might be interested in the recent reporting at DropSite News, which has an entire Epstein in Israel series that they're releasing seemingly on a daily basis at this point. The latest, as I am recording this, Jeffrey Epstein pursued Swiss Rothschild Bank to finance Israeli cyber weapons empire. But they also have many other reports besides. Israeli spies stayed for weeks at a time with Jeffrey Epstein in Manhattan. Jeffrey Epstein helped Israel sell a surveillance state to Cote d'Ivoire. Jeffrey Epstein and the Mossad, how the sex trafficker helped Israel build a back channel to Russia amid Syrian civil war, and Jeffrey Epstein helped broker Israeli security agreement with Mongolia. Again, the idea of an Epstein-Israel tie should not be new news to anyone who follows sources like the Corbett Report, or sources like, of course, Whitney Webb at Unlimited Hangout, who's been writing about this for years. First at Mint Press News and then at Unlimited Hangout. And of course, documented in her 900-page, 2-volume tome, One Nation Under Blackmail, which I will once again commend to your attention. I hope that people in my audience have that incredible resource at their disposal, because it has many, many, many more specific and documented connections between, say, Epstein and intelligence, and Epstein's circle and network and intelligence agencies than you could shake a stick at. So, once again, I will just direct people to that particular book, which documents it all in great detail. But I think this is where we start to end up when we start to really look at Justin's suggestion from the initial email that prompted today's investigation. Is this all a psyop? Well, I wouldn't say it is all a psyop. I think that the deep state would prefer that these types of blackmail operations remain under the covers and don't get this type of attention But when and if they do get out, and there is attention that is being placed on it, of course, they have 17 ways from Sunday for sweeping it under the rug, spinning it around, making it into the left-right game. Oh, it's all a Democrat hoax, and all of the other games that will be played to distract you from the real angle here, the real, actual crux of this issue as to what kind of blackmail is working here, for what intelligence agencies, for what purpose, and what other things was Epstein involved in besides, because he was involved in a lot more than the prurient sex scandal-related details that are the ones that get all of the attention in the press. So if you would like at least a window into that, I will, of course, exhort you to read One Nation Under Blackmail, but you might also want to consult the conversation that I recorded with Whitney Webb almost exactly 3 years ago on her book and what it entails and what kind of information is involved in the Epstein scandal in a larger sense. And that is an incredibly important hour-long conversation that I hope you have seen before. And if not, please do watch it. If you have watched it before, maybe refamiliarize yourself with that conversation. But let's just take a look at the very, very, very end of that conversation, where I ask Whitney to do the impossible and summarize her investigation into Epstein and the real meaning of the Epstein network in a few minutes. Now that we've spent the better part of an hour just picking at the surface of some of these connections and hopefully giving people an idea of how much material is contained in this book, but not really, because you won't get it until you get the 900 pages. And now that we've done that, now in a sentence or two, summarize for us, who was Jeffrey Epstein? Who was he working for? What was he doing?
Okay, Jeffrey Epstein was as much a financial criminal as a sex criminal. There's a very particular reason why mainstream media only wants to talk about his sex crimes between 2000 and 2006. Jeffrey Epstein was also not an anomaly in the network in which he operated. Numerous people engaged in sex blackmail and sex trafficking. If you think these issues died with Jeffrey Epstein, you were sorely mistaken. But one of the reasons Jeffrey Epstein is really important is because a lot of the situation in which we find ourselves, whether it's impending economic collapse, transhumanism, all sorts of this stuff, he had his hands in those pies and a lot more. And if you were to pull on the Epstein thread, I guess you could say, you start to unravel a lot of the bigger picture, and a lot of what is going on right now has its origins decades ago. And basically the people running the show here and that were, that Epstein was fronting for, it's intelligence and organized crime, but it's a symbiosis of those two entities that has become so interconnected. They are one and the same, and these are basically the people that are running most governments in the world today.
That is, once again, the encyclopedically informed and incredibly intelligent analysis of Whitney Webb. I hope people have checked out her work in general at Unlimited Hangout, and of course, her 2-volume work, One Nation Under Blackmail, in particular. But that, again, is just the summarization of what was, in that conversation, 1 hour of conversation, and in terms of the book, 900 pages of well-documented and footnoted material. So obviously that's just the encapsulation. But if you want what this really is about, not the surface level stuff and the party politics nonsense that we're going to be distracted by the Dana Bashes and the other mainstream Mockingbird repeaters out there. No, not that story. If you want the real story, that is a source where you can start to uncover what the real story really is and who the real players are, what their connections are, how they're linked together, and what they're actually involved in. Hint, it isn't all about the Democrats trying to take down the Republicans or something along those lines. So, no, long story short, I am not expecting that the full details are going to be released. Oh my god, the Epstein files are about to be released and we will learn everything. No. One can assume that these files have already been thoroughly scrubbed and will be even further redacted based on national security excuses. Having said that, I'm sure there will be some tidbits that are left out. They don't call it a limited hangout for nothing, because of course there will be something to put out there, and I'm sure there will be juicy details. But the real story will doubtless remain covered under many more layers. So the real question is, what's next? Well, I would say that one thing that I will offer on the table is that obviously this is really just the entree into the conversation about the real Epstein story. Now that we've decided that, yes, to a certain extent, there is a type of psyop that's being played with this story, at least a distraction that is being attempted to be run in the party political system over this story. So now that we know that there is a deeper story and it does involve intelligence and deep state operations, then obviously, in future episodes and work, I will explore those questions in greater detail. So look forward to that. I will also note that Epstein Justice by Nick Bryant, the organization that Nick Bryant has put together that I've interviewed him about a couple of times on Solutions Watch. I hope you are familiar with Epstein Justice. I'll throw the link into their website if you are not. I note that they are, as I am speaking, holding a Zoom webinar right now where Nick Bryant is going over the case and more details about it, and also, I believe, launching some sort of new campaign from Epstein Justice, hopefully to bring more attention to the real details of this case. I will inform and update you on that as more details become available. But I also think that there is, at the very least, as I say, I think the deep state would prefer these types of operations to be covered up and basically the old media paradigm where they could just call it conspiracy theory and wave it away. Nothing to see here, folks. Don't worry about any of this stuff taking place behind the scenes. Don't look behind you. Look at the shadows on the cave wall. That's the only thing that matters. No, they don't want people looking behind and even blinded by the light, sort of vaguely seeing something moving around back there. Wait, I think there's people back there. I don't think these shadows on the wall actually are reality. I assume would prefer us not to see that. And guess what? People are seeing it. And I don't think that this is the great awakening that will change and transform the world, but it's a start. And as some small, tiny example of that, I'll point people to the rap.com, which just posted this up from Sharon Waxman of Waxword, who writes, "The Epstein emails show that conspiracy theorists are right. Eyes Wide Shut is real." And, well, okay, welcome to 2015 at this point, or whenever I started talking about Epstein, let alone back when Nick Bryant was releasing the Black Book even before that point. But anyway, here's Sharon Waxman on the scene. "The shocking revelation in the trove of 20,000 emails from the sordid world of Jeffrey Epstein is not that crimes were being committed. It's more sinister. The emails are disturbing because what they reveal, and in fact prove, is that conspiracy theorists are right. That their theories of full-on corruption in the upper spheres where power lives are valid. That the eyes wide shut cabal of political and financial interests married to sexual deviance depicted in Stanley Kubrick's 1999 film is not, in fact, fiction. It is reality." So often journalists like myself attempt to demonstrate to family members and voters in the far reaches of the country, flyover country, away from centers of power and money, that their conspiracies are false. The politicians are flawed, but that corruption is not the norm. It isn't how we all operate. But the Epstein emails suggest otherwise. They suggest that, in fact, there is a widespread code among people with power and money who support one another. They are pals, no matter what side of the aisle. They are in the club, no matter the sins of their members. Transgressions that get contextualized, explained away, understood. All right. Well, thank you, Sharon Waxman, for joining reality, conspiracy reality, that is. Many, many, many years too late. But, I'm not exactly holding my breath that suddenly Sharon Waxman will be on the case and digging up deep under the surface level of political party politics that's dangled out in front of us, digging under the state to find the deep state. I'm not going to assume that Sharon Waxman is going to be doing that in the future, or any of these other mainstream liars who have been gaslighting you for decades, if not centuries. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing going on. Don't worry, that's all crazy. Oh, you think Eyes Wide Shut is real? Well, no, actually, I think it's worse than Eyes Wide Shut. At least that was adults in Eyes Wide Shut. This is about underage girls being abused. And if you had said that even a few years ago, let alone a couple of decades ago when that movie was released, you would have been called a crazy, wild-eyed, crazy conspiracy theorist. There's nothing to see here. Well, now Sharon, you can all relax because Sharon Waxman has finally agreed that conspiracy theorists are right. Anyway, as usual, don't give in to the gaslighting. If you can know and document something and you've seen or experienced or have documentation on it, you do not need to wait for the establishment to tell you you're right about that. In the exact same way, we don't need the establishment to confirm that, oh, by the way, Epstein had intelligence ties, he didn't kill himself, and he was running a blackmail operation, which I think will come out eventually. But will it come out in time for any actual justice to be done? Let's find out. And as I say, let's keep an eye on the Epstein Justice Organization and what campaign they may be launching as a result of this renewed interest in the case. But anyway, thank you for the question today, Justin. I think it is a good way of framing this. As I say, I don't think that the Epstein case is a psyop per se, but I think it is going to be spun into unproductive areas if we are not careful. All that being said, I hope that this exploration at least puts some further meat on the bones for those who are looking for more information about this case. And if you are, of course, you can go to the show notes for today's episode at corbettreport.com. And there are many, 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 many links to the many, 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 many articles and videos that I've cited today that will further inform you on these matters. But that's going to do it for today's exploration. Thank you for investing your time in today's episode.
Big bulldozer, and he's just destroying all the vegetables in the village. And Miyagi's like, I fight.
Have you seen?
And then our projector died.
Have you seen Cobra Kai yet?
No.
It's good.
Is that good?
It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah,
a lot of
totally.
people love it.
Okay, well, I'll check it out.
Totally.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I thought for some reason it would just be corny and bad, but that's my judgmental.
I think those reunions go about 1 out of 5 are fucking great. You know, like Cobra Kai, the new Twin Peaks is good, but then you have stuff like the Friends show that was just on. I heard it was terrible. I'm not gonna watch it.
I haven't seen it. Is it out?
The Friends thing.
The reunion?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Can't wait for that fucking Whitest Kids reunion movie they're doing.
Where they're animated because they're too fat to be on camera now.
Yeah, they're like old and fat and ugly.
Cobra Kai is funny because that, out of any other show I've ever seen, has the most, and this includes like shows made in the 70s, it has the most like lax approach with drinking and driving. It has not a problem with it. It is like, yeah, this character's gonna get wasted at a bar, drive home, really drunk, and we're not gonna mention it. And multiple characters partake.
What I wonder why. What's happening there?
There's one moment that's like my favorite. I kind of want to. Do you guys want to see one quick moment from Cobra Kai?
Sure.
Hold on.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? Hey
How
there,
are you?
chat. Chitty chat. What's up, Nasty Porch?
Okay. Great.
Nasty Porch?
Yeah, Nasty Porch is awesome. What's up, Closet Lobster? Love you guys. Love you.
Lobster. All right.
What's up? All right. So Trevor is late.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna watch a quick clip.
Sky is blue, Darren.
From Cobra Kai. Quick clip from Cobra Kai.
Do you have to go in YouTube Fiesta or whatever?
No. I'm just gonna share it old style with you guys, and just a little context. They're about to fight go into a tournament, and they can't find Johnny, the bad guy from Karate Kid. You can see it?
Yeah.
I don't yet. Sorry, I'm still a fan of it.
Does that guy have blue hair?
Yeah.
There's a dude with blue hair?
I don't know about that. What are you talking about? I saw him last night at the mini mall. I was buying a carton of milk. When I heard him in the parking lot yelling.
Father, why? Now who's pissed?
Sensei? Everything alright?
We're all gonna die, kid. We're all gonna die.
Well, why didn't you tell us?
I love it.
Okay,
We're all gonna die, kid.
Wait.
We're all gonna die.
So Johnny is his sensei?
Yeah.
All right, so where can I watch that immediately?
And the kid was buying Big and Bootylicious?
Yeah,
magazine?
because he's cool.
Dude,
Kid's
little kids
cool.
love boners. Didn't you know that?
That little kid's what I looked like when I was a little kid. Probably.
Did you like Big Booty Magazine, whatever that was?
Oh
Ooh,
my
people
God,
are saying
yeah.
Trevor bombed yesterday.
What? But he
Aw.
beat his
With
sister.
his sister?
I don't think that's true.
That sounds like they're being mean, which is very unlike anybody
Ooh,
on the
Netflix has Cobra Kai. You can watch Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Although I will say it is funny to just say that anything bombed.
Yes.
Like that dude bombed.
His mic.
Like, it's just fun to.
It's
fun
that
to
Dave
say.
Rzinski thing.
Yeah.
Saw Paul McCartney. Oh yeah, how was it? He bombed.
He bombed, bro. I'm a lawyer,
bombed,
bro.
Paul McCartney bombed, bro.
What do you want, money?
Really quick, I was driving up to Boston. We were doing a show in Boston, and Dave was on the show, and he was driving up with us. And we're driving we're barely outside of the city. We're almost to Connecticut. And he's like, "Bro, you know what this drive looks exactly like?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "The drive to upstate New York."
You're on the same street.
I'm like,
right?
yeah, we're pretty much in the same place as that right now.
Man, he is one of a kind. I think last time we talked about him, he's a friend of the troupe who is a stand-up, and we didn't know until years into our friendship with him he was also a lawyer, like a working attorney. And then he just had the best Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, Russian kind of accent, and he's the guy from Timmy Talk, right? Yeah, he's
the guy from T. He's a perfect mugger.
That's
right,
Dave
yeah.
Rzinski. Yeah, and he's a guy that I like. I'm kind of surprised he didn't blow up. He is hilarious.
Really funny, and
every
he just has
tweet
that,
is amazing. He's insanely funny.
He had a really funny personality. He has a good persona. But maybe he was just busy being successful at a real job.
Do you know the story of him meeting Greg Johnson, right?
I don't know if I know that one.
Greg had bought a Snapple and was he was a paralegal at the same law firm, and he bought a Snapple, and Dave walks in and he goes, "Yo, this is your Snapple?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he grabs the Snapple and then goes, "How are you gonna let me muscle your Snapple like that, bro?" And gives it back to him.
Muscle your Snapple. Oh my God, he's just a genius.
He visited me in LA once, and he was like, "You know what this place looks like? Fucking bedrock." I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, bedrock from the Flintstones."
Only Dave, baby.
That's great.
There's some stand-up. So there's a YouTube video with Dave Rzinski.
Oh, nice.
His Greg Johnson show. Stand-up Brooklyn with Greg Johnson. I'm gonna watch that tonight now. Now you guys got me all hot and bothered with Dave Rzinski.
Dave and I wanted to do a show at Rafifi, but we were gonna host as each other, and I'd be like, "Hey everybody, what's up with Dave Rzinski? How you doing?" And he was gonna come like, "Hey everybody, what's up with Timmy Williams? How's it going, everybody?" Oh man, it would have been so fun. Dave, are you watching? Dave? No, he's busy prepping fucking briefs for his case, right?
Probably.
Am I still getting echo, Sam, or anything like that, or no?
No. You sound
I'll
good.
just say it's an echo anyways, but I'm asking you.
We got some donos. Do you want while we're waiting? I'll read some donos. Should I read some donos here? I'm doing the Dave voice.
What do you want? Money?
What do you want?
Yeah.
Give us money or something? Professor Marth Live donated, said, "Just donating to ask for some crack sketch tonight." I mean, capitalized crack, so I'm guessing it's that crack sketch and not just
crack sketch.
Crack sketch. He's not a British man.
That we didn't air.
Yeah,
we didn't
doesn't
air
want
it,
a
right?
cracking good sketch. He wants.
I think we did air the crack sketch. The
Did we?
The one with
Did
me
it
and
air?
Trevor and the boomboxes?
Yeah. I thought that was a band sketch.
Didn't someone play Bush in that?
No, I played Bush in the Hinckley sketch.
Reagan sketch.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hinckley sketch.
Hey, did you see the
Reagan,
Duck
yeah.
King, the guy that made the brackets, also donated Sam earlier today? Did you see that?
Oh, Draka the Duck King donated $10, said, "Hey guys, I won't be here for the stream tonight, but I just want to thank you again for having me on last week, and I'd like to thank Whoretown for being so nice about me invading the stream. Congrats to
the winning
Here,
sketch.
Have some of my tax return."
The crack sketch won?
No.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes,
Trevor
the crack.
is here.
Darren doesn't understand how stuff works.
Me? What do
No,
you
I
mean?
don't.
JJ,
I was saying Darren doesn't.
Oh.
JJ Marvin Summertime said, "Can you please watch leg peeing sketch?" I threw in that please. I don't know why. M12 Sarge donated $10, said, "Would it be fair to shit on Trevor for every week he doesn't read donos on Flagship?" Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's your money. Blaze It Like 9/11 donated $5, said, "Hey guys, any sexy ghost stories? Also, can we put classroom sketch on the list?" And Twerkin donated $10, said, "Happy Saturday, boys. Last night's show was awesome. Not a miss at all." Does that sound sarcastic? Think we could watch X-Ray Goggles tonight?
No, Twerkin's like very...
He's messing with us. His X-Ray Goggles is a bad sketch. And he said we had a great show last week.
Because I think that it sounds like last night's show was awesome. Not a miss at all. Ooh.
I don't know. Twerkin's pretty sincere.
Ooh, I'm getting
talking
some
about Flagship
donos
show.
in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
Chernobyl
No, I know what they're talking about.
Diarrhea donated $1, said, "Nobody go near the power plant." I don't know what that means. What's that mean?
I think it means like
Chernobyl
Anarchy sketch.
Like they pooped. Oh, is that
The Anarchy sketch.
All right, let me resize.
That's a
for
good
second.
one. We should watch that one again.
Anarchy? I think we have watched it.
Hey, Trevor.
What's up?
Hey, buddy.
They did.
Am I muted?
No.
Cool.
No.
How's it going?
Good. How are you, buddy?
Where
How's
are
everybody? At the beach.
I can hear the beach.
Oh, is that I have a fan on. Is that too loud?
That's probably it. Yo, where's that? Are you?
Sounds
Are
pretty
you
loud.
motorcycle? Is that motorcycle around?
Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
I'm just gonna be hot as balls now.
Hey, I think you're always hot as balls.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
It's going great, dude.
It's going good.
We talked about Karate Kid Part 2 a little bit.
Cool.
Talked
and
about
then
Cobra
we were
Kai.
talking about-
I showed him a clip from Cobra Kai.
Oh, I'm friends with those guys.
Oh, really?
Which guys?
Are you?
Yeah, the guys that do that show.
It's a good show.
Machio and Johnny.
Huh?
It's a fun
Ralph
show.
Macchio and
No,
Johnny?
no. John Hurwitz and Evan Schleisberg. They wrote Harold and Kumar.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I actually signed them into the DGA because when you go into the DGA, you need to get other people who have been in the DGA to vouch for you. And even though they were way more successful way earlier, they hadn't directed, because they didn't direct the first Harold and Kumar. So they only got to direct the second. They started directing on the second one. And so I got to sign them in. So.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're cool
Trevor,
guys.
buddy, you got some weird lighting happening. Is there a lamp over there you could turn off or something? Because it like flashes brighter and darker and stuff.
Is it cool?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, if you want to go for like a rave kind of deal, sure.
How about that? Is that better?
That's probably
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be better.
Okay.
Cool. What are you doing at the beach, man? Just hanging?
It's fucking white boy summer.
I didn't catch the show last night. Was your sister live with you or just on Zoom or something?
She was no, she was on Zoom.
Cool.
Yeah, we did
How
a
was
show.
it?
It's fantastic. I mean, people can't stop talking about it. It's I mean, the question now everybody is saying is, where is the zenith of this thing?
Right.
Like, how can you keep getting better? Is that possible?
Yeah.
You can't. It's got to crash at some point. I believe we learned this from Icarus. You know.
Right.
Yes.
You
So
eventually get too close.
You're worried about flying too close to the sun now at this point.
I'm starting to worry that we're flying too close.
No, what
to
he's
the
saying
sun.
is that if he crashes, he's going to blame his dad. That's what he's saying. That's what happened to Icarus.
The also, I may take 2 weeks off.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Of the flagship?
of the flagship and 1 week off of self-suck.
Well, I'm going to be gone next Saturday and then 2 Saturdays after that. Then I should be good for a while.
Holy shit! Really?
Well, it's summer. I'm going to places. You know, what do I do? I got my first stand-up gig booked since COVID started too.
Ooh.
Oh.
At the zoo.
At the zoo?
Dude, I tell you what, man.
At the zoo.
It's you guys would love it. So we did this a couple years ago. The zoo, once a year, didn't do last year, obviously, but normally once a year they do this thing. First of all, before anybody gets a hilarious joke in, Waterhead, South Dakota actually has a really well-known good zoo for a city its size, and we actually have one of the few bald eagle rehabilitation things, whatever, clinics, buildings, whatever, in the country. Anyway, so it's a nice zoo, especially for a little town. And so every
well known
in as a zoo, not to people who only think there's 2 states, but people who
zoo people.
No,
zoo
well,
people
I mean, in the zoological world, people, it's considered a really good zoo. Anyway,
look, I'm not arguing. I'm not making fun of the zoo. I only brought up the word well known that was used. That's it. That's all.
It's known as a good zoo for its size.
Okay.
Anyways, what else is going on? I guess I can't tell that story because
tell it. I was listening.
I asked. I questioned one adjective. That's
Trevor.
They can't just let me just talk about my town like people live here.
Zip. I'm quiet.
Okay, so they have once a summer or once a year they have this thing where they close the zoo at 7, right? But then they open it back up at 8. It's just for adults, and there's wine and there's food. You walk around and have wine and food. And so my friend Lee was like, "Well, we should."
It's a zoo orgy, right?
Yeah. So then there's a fucking area right over by the penguins. Yeah, but he wasn't just suggesting my town doesn't exist. You do.
I'll defend you, Timmy. Sam, let Timmy tell the story.
I think
did an orgy joke. You just did another
hip enough
South Dakota
to have
joke.
orgies in Watertown, South Dakota at the zoo.
That's disrespectful to this very well-known zoo.
Shut the fuck up.
They don't.
You
they
think
don't
it's
just
disrespectful
fuck animals
to orgies.
where Timmy lives. They just don't fuck animals. I mean, come on, man.
No, we don't. Somebody made I mentioned South Dakota on a tweet or something a couple weeks ago, and someone's like, "Yeah, fucking sheep." I'm like, you know what? That's not even a common stereotype for this region. I mean, we, that's the South. We fuck nobody.
We're not even the town that fucks the sheep. That's the next town over. That's where they fuck the sheep.
Yeah, that's Sheep Fuckington.
That's where we gotta go to fuck
Timmy.
sheep.
Nobody fucks there.
Nobody fucks where we are. We're just wasting away. Trevor, I'm sorry I got in your case. I just don't want to always have to defend Watertown just because it's silly and small.
No.
Anyway, so what happens is all these people are walking around drinking wine and eating food, right? And so my friend Lee is like, well, we should just set up a little stage by where people get the food so they can sit down and watch very short sets while they eat and then take off. And it worked really well. Because, we had 3 of us, so we each do 5 minutes, and then while people are eating, then they leave, and then you get to go drink wine and then do it again when another crowd walks around, But the only thing is they put us 10 feet from the lemurs. And you guys know what lemurs do every 15 minutes? They just fucking scream. They'll just start screaming, and they'll all start screaming. So there's 20 screaming lemurs every few minutes, while you're trying to do stand-up. It was pretty
They're
fun.
gonna ruin all your punchlines.
I mean, you know what? Sure, but that's also a fantastic punchline. Just screaming little, they're primates that look like little furry guys,
So, somebody commented, Trevor is such an ignoramus when it comes to zoos.
Dude, I remember I went to the LA Zoo with you and Amy years ago, and I just remember, zoos, it's I know we've
Not a well-known zoo.
No.
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck's heard of that one?
It was an underground zoo.
They don't have a bald eagle rehabilitation. No one gives a shit. Anyways, but I remember we went there, because zoos have always been on the fence. I think zoos are good for some animals, but when the animals are too smart, I think it's a little weird for them, And when you and I went, Trevor, there was that gorilla. Remember how bummed out the gorilla was? And he just fucking sits there?
Yeah, but it's our place in the food chain to show dominance over them. That's so some of these are animals that are bummed. You look at them, you go gotta run faster. Fuck around and find out.
Why don't you invent a gun, dumbass?
Gotta make one of these.
Yeah.
Bitch.
You heard our bulldozers coming.
What's that?
Hey, Timmy, I have a
Turned
question.
into a movie, Ivan? One and only.
I have a South Dakota question.
Yes.
Just before I forget it. Do you remember like that Self-Suck Saturday when you like took the pot of kettle water? It was like -20 or something.
Yeah.
And you threw it outside.
Yeah.
Like what happens in South Dakota like when you pull out, like in that freezing air? Does it do the same thing? Does like your jizz like just like poof?
You know what?
You got to be careful because like in that Christmas story thing, like that kid got his tongue frozen to
Yeah.
thing. You can get your dick frozen to a sheep.
Sheep.
You get your dick frozen to your own cum. You know what?
I was like, he's gonna get his dick frozen to his hand or something like that, but to a sheep? I'm like,
Yeah.
No, he has to
where
go
the
back
hell
to
did
the
that
sheep.
come from?
It's
Go back to the
Watertown.
sheep fucking joke.
Forget
It's
it,
called a
Jack.
callback.
It's Watertown.
Forget it, Jack.
Jake,
So for
Jake.
despite the copious amounts of fucking I'm doing all the time, I've never done it outside in the cold. So I don't know, man. I guess I'll have to try that out.
Would you film it for us? You don't have to
Just my
shoot
face.
yourself doing
It'll
it.
just be on my face. What'd you say?
Never mind.
No, did you say something about self-suck? Because I thought that's what you said.
No.
Okay, well then I guess I thought that's what you said, and it gave me the idea. Like, okay, if we ever do the self-suck, I should do it outside, like in 20-degree below weather. That sounds dangerous.
Oh yeah.
That could be dangerous. We'd have to have someone standing by with like towels and shit. Because you guys know when I did the polar plunge, you jump into the freezing lake water. Like you gotta have people ready to like towel you off so you don't get fucking hypothermia. So if you're self-sucking outside that cold,
So Sam, Darren, and I have gone to a lot of zoos together.
Any well-known ones?
I was just thinking about that. I mean, we went to a really famous zoo, the San Diego Zoo, together.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you go with us to that? I think that was me, you, and Amy. I don't think Darren came with us to San Diego, but
Yeah,
we
I
went
think
to
I did San Diego.
We went to St.
One
Louis
in Chicago.
together.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Yeah.
They were like, you got to go to the St. Louis Zoo.
And I got bit by a bird.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
so
sorry.
we go to these zoos, the road dogs, when we're on the road, and then you got to play a comedy club at night, and then there's nothing to do, so we go see the animals, and Sam was taking
animals go see the animals, right? Right.
And Sam was about to take a picture of this big fucking bird, like a dinosaur-looking bird, like one of those fucking
those birds that have
monstrosities?
like long like beaks, and then they have like, it looks like a tumor on their nose.
Yeah, what are those things? And they're big, right? Or at least a few feet tall, right?
They're like storkish, like pelican stork.
Yeah.
Shoebill? Someone said?
Yeah.
Well, there was
And
a
so he's
bird. They have number tags, and one of them had a 33, and I was like, oh, this Instagram's gonna be perfect. Larry Bird.
And so he's going to take a picture of it, and I tell Sam right before it happens, I'm like, Sam, be careful. All birds are assholes, because it's true.
Yeah.
There are no nice birds.
They're fucking
all
crazy,
suck.
dude.
And then
they're nuts.
Sam's like, I gotta take this Larry Bird, and then it honked him right in the face. It bit him.
Whoa!
Are you okay?
That story's insane.
And Sam died.
That's an insane version of the story. Yeah, I died.
Did it bite you in the face?
No!
Where did it bite you?
It was
Finger.
all right. First of all, it was I was taking the picture. I was leaning over. I don't remember Trevor being like, "Hey, watch out!"
I did right before.
Birds will get you.
I said all birds are assholes.
I don't know. Sounds suspect. But I leaned over and I was taking the picture with my phone, and it wasn't the bird I was taking a picture with. I just looked over out of the peripheral and saw a bird like with its beak wide open, and I pull my hand back and it just caught my hand. It like scratched my hand.
But before, like, Sam was gonna take the picture, and then it went like, he's like this, and then it came out like here, and then he was like, clever girl, and then it like bit him right in the face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Birds suck.
Yeah.
dude,
I mean,
they're all
really happened in that story was like the bird bit Sam's finger and Trevor went in, and then we walked on. Like, that was what happened.
No, I remember saying, be careful, birds are assholes, right before it happened. But you just didn't listen to me, probably.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Makes sense.
There was, when I went to a college in Richmond called VCU, and there was this really nice, VCU wasn't a nice college, but next to it, there was a college called University of Richmond, which was a very nice college. It's like where all the fancy kids went. And we used to get all loaded, and they had a swan on their campus that would like look very peaceful on a lake and everything. And we used to get all loaded and go over there and try to like kick the swan.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, that was what we would do.
I just got. Did it kick the swan? Did it honk?
It would run, and we'd be drunk and chasing it. But
swans are assholes. Someone.
They're all assholes.
Orion Rain said gunshots were just fired by my house, and now cops are everywhere. Whoa! Are they covering it on the news?
Go out with your phone. Be a reporter for us. We could be first on the scene.
Yeah.
Somebody says they donated 50 subs. Can you please show Maroon President?
Yeah, put it on the
Is that
list.
true?
We'll show that. I don't think that's from tonight.
Oh.
Also, last night, I didn't read donos, but like last night, Ron Gina went crazy. Like, so I should say, shout out to Ron Gina. He like was gifting everybody subs. It was insane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did he hit it? He's
Ron Gina?
I think the first one that's gonna hit 1,000 subs or something like that.
Yeah, well, he gave out like 50 last night.
Great, so he must have hit it.
Yeah.
He's the bomb.
He's the shit.
Here,
So, yeah.
Ron Gina
how we
donated $100 on top of that and said, Trevor, I donate this money so you read my subs, but you never read the subs, and it's really breaking my heart. I bet you're going to come on tomorrow and talk about how I gift a bunch of subs, but I'm also donating money on top of that, and I just think it's really insensitive of you to do that, especially when you're just like streaming from your beach house, you snobbish dick.
Sam, are you talking about the dono where he just says hi, Trevor? Is that the one you are reading?
Yeah.
I can see these too.
The problem is when you've got like when a show is working and there's a rapport, I don't want to stop it. You know, I get caught up in the moment.
I hear you. Yeah.
That's why we have no problem stopping for donos on this one.
Yeah. We don't worry about the momentum slowing.
Mojo, we're just like, we
Yeah.
gotta do other stuff. Dad's on the internet. What's everybody doing? How we guys doing? Yeah, I'm just gonna be gone a lot because it's summer. Like I got, and people are doing shit again. I'm going to a birthday party out of town, and then after that, I got stuff going on for Father's Day weekend 2 weeks later. So I'll be back more.
You got something going on Father's Day weekend? With your dad?
Well, no, but my dad, my girlfriend's flying in. We're doing a bunch of shit. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Your girlfriend won't let you stream?
Well, she's gonna be here.
Bring her on.
Maybe we will.
Yeah, because we gotta so I'm taking next Friday off because so when COVID-19 happened, when we didn't get to do a rap party for my show. So now that COVID-19's over, we're doing a rap party. So I'm gonna miss the Friday show for that. But I'll be there for Self Suck next week. Okay. But then the following week, I'm traveling. I'm gonna be on a vacation. So,
where are you traveling?
So I'm just in state.
We might have to take that week off, I think.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Which one?
2 weekends from now. So two Saturdays from now.
Well, shit, man, because I can't be here next Saturday, the one after, and then so that one in the middle that I can be here, you're saying we're gonna take off.
No, Timmy, it's you and me, bud.
The boys.
Maybe you guys can do it.
We'll
can do it.
put the show
Hey,
on our
let's do some
shoulders.
guest
We'll put the
on.
whole damn channel on our shoulders.
I'll be homeless, so I can't do it.
Guys, I found this really dumb thing. Do you guys know what Marbles on Stream is?
I heard you. I saw that you were playing it or something the other day.
It's this game where people in chat can just type !play and they get to be a marble. They have like a marble on their name, and we just watch these marbles race. They just go. They're, like you can't control them. They're just going, and they race through this crazy course. I mean, we got like 1,000 people at the end. We should play it. And
what am I not understanding? Because that sounded boring.
No, it's cool.
So simple,
but like, it's cool because it's so simple, and it's like the whole chat. Look at the chat right now. They're just like, they all are chomping at the bit to.
But it does. Don't you have to get it set up first, though?
No, I have it on my computer. It'll take me no time at all to set it up.
So they're all trying to do it.
We'll do it. Let's do it at like the end of the show.
All right. Do I have to do anything? Do I just get my exclamation?
No, we just watch. Or you can go on and get on and watch and maybe the person who wins gets something. Like a kiss.
Kiss? We should give out kisses.
All right, we should do it. Let's do it.
I'm not saying not it. I'm saying
we'll
kiss
do a
me.
little bit. Hey, what sketch should we watch?
Hey, you know what you should do, Sam? Like, so we should do a thing like whoever wins. Like the people, and I wasn't paying attention. The people in the chat, do they get to play?
Yeah. Everyone in chat gets to play.
So whoever wins, they get a kiss from Sam.
That's exactly what I said.
I know, but you bring them in, and then you do this.
Oh yeah,
and then they in their square, and then they can screen grab it, and they have a virtual kiss with Sam.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's a good prize.
How to blackmail Sam in the Zoom age.
All right, let's.
Because then what you do is right when he's going in, you stand up and put your wiener so it looks like he's kissing your wiener.
Oh, then it's a template. You can Photoshop whatever you want in there.
Yeah. Let's see. Blaze It Like 9/11 said, "Can we start every SSS by saying, Trevor, we heard you bombed?" Sure. Happy Saturday, boys. I would love to see you guys talk about grandma's cookies. The way Timmy reads the nursing home slogan kills me every time. To Mars! Every time, period. To Mars! That was $25 from Kevin from Con. Ipso Fax Machine donated 15, said, "Hey Timmy, I live in Rhode Island and I invented a sandwich called the peanut butter and jellyfish. Nobody here likes it, so next time you visit the ocean state, maybe you can help me get this thing off the ground. Maybe.
What's the
Love you
ocean
guys.
state?
Let's go to Mars."
Yeah, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island's called the Ocean State?
Yeah, have you been there? It's just on the ocean. That's all. That's what it is. It's
I mean, my God, you gotta like nothing's going on in your state if you're just if that's what you're taking credit for.
Well, think about it though, man. Like
the thing outside of the state.
It's so small that it's just it's a beach though.
Yeah.
It's very small.
It's all weird shaped. There's a lot of.
Is it weird shaped?
It's got
is it just
a lot
little
of waterways and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
Somebody says Hawaii is the ocean state. I agree. I mean, if you're gonna pick an ocean state, that would be
Hawaii is the ocean
Okay, but there's a lot of dumb shit. You know what South Dakota's one is? The Sunshine State.
Again, that's because there's nothing going on. So they're gonna
Florida.
Yeah, that's
Florida's
outside.
The Sunshine State.
Yeah, but what is New York's? New York's doesn't make any sense either. It's
the Show Me
Apple
State.
Apple State.
The Show Me State?
Those are both wrong.
The
Let's
Show Me
look up
State.
a good one.
It's
That's
the
Missouri, you dumb asshole.
It's the city that never sleeps.
That doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not
The Empire
true.
State.
It's the city of light, is what it is.
Yeah, New York City, the city of light.
The Big
It
Easy.
has lights.
Yeah.
Paratron.
Hey, did we
I'm
do
sorry,
something once
Marth
where we were
got the
giving all
same
the
head.
towns the wrong, like mixing up the slogans on a bunch of famous towns, like calling New York the Big Easy?
Someone says, "Yeah, Virginia is a state for lovers." That's what Virginia went sexy with it. That's where I'm from.
That's an advertising slogan.
I kind of like Virginia's. I think they went the right way.
Well, Virginia's nuts because also like we have the best flag of any state because ours has nudity. It's got tits on it. Like if you look at the Virginia state flag, it's like a lady like showing her tits and she just chopped the dude's head off. So it's like violent and like nudity. It's rad.
Trevor, they're called boobies. Thank you.
Okay, New York is pretty good.
Sam, you haven't seen these. You have not seen these. These are
Big
fucking
whoppers.
tits. These are tits.
These are empire. New York is the empire.
That's where
state.
today I learned that Trevor masturbated to his state flag.
Yeah, he did for sure. All of his buddies.
Yeah, dude. His monologue in Civil War is based on his real life. Jerking off to a flag.
Yeah.
Wishing her sisters walked in, and they all fell into a tub.
I mean, this is how rad the Virginia state flag
What
is.
is it going on?
We couldn't show it. It would TOS us. Like you have to just Google it and look at it because we couldn't show it.
I know Virginia's for Lovers is like their tourism board thing, but I'm trying to look up the list of nicknames of U.S. states. Here we go. All right. So Virginia.
I believe it was called the slavery state.
It's kind of close, man. Virginia, the Old Dominion, mother of presidents. It's two of its nicknames.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying. So yeah, New York's the Empire State. Virginia's the Old Dominion. So those are both science fiction alien bad guy nations. Missouri's Show Me State. Minnesota's the North Star State, land of 1,000 lakes, or 10,000 lakes. That works. They do have a lot of fucking lakes there.
Is South Dakota really the Sunshine State?
Yeah, man. It's right here. Oh, wait, no, they changed it. Now it's the Mount Rushmore State. Okay.
See, that makes more sense. That's something that's unique to you. You're the only one with Mount Rushmore. It's like, oh, we've got the sun. Have you seen? Like, everyone's got the fucking sun, you idiot. You know,
That's
they got the sun in fucking Bulgaria.
But also,
Hold on.
that's a dumb move
Florida,
too, to be like.
But on
it's-
this list, Florida has the Sunshine State, which makes a lot of sense, of course, because they just have sun and swamps and old people, right? So,
they have really
But
good
the Mount Rushmore thing's so dumb. It's like this is this thing we have here.
Yeah, it should be the Corn Palace State.
Like
the Corn Palace is better.
What is Texas?
Who's the most famous person?
You guys are thinking of slogans. We're talking about the nickname. Texas is the Lone Star State. What, Sam?
Who's the most famous person born in South Dakota?
Brokaw's up there. Well, L. Frank Baum wrote Wizard of Oz here, but he's not from here. I'd have to look. I mean, it doesn't get very high up. There's
Tom Brokaw.
I say
What?
Timmy Williams.
Tom Brokaw.
Probably
Brokaw's more
Brokaw, but
famous than Timmy
what's his name?
Williams.
George McGovern was from here.
Tom Brokaw.
Oh, right. Yeah,
George
Tom Brokaw.
McGovern was from here, and that was like so when George McGovern was governor of South Dakota, and he ran for, or was he congressman? I forget. But anyways, then he ran for president. Like, that's when South Dakota was actually a little more left leaning and actually considered blue and stuff. And he was actually one of the more liberal presidential candidates of the time.
Only like old hippies know about McGovern.
Right.
Because he had a disastrous campaign.
Wait, did someone just say Brock Lesnar's from South Dakota?
Oh, dude, Brock Lesnar's from like 40 miles from here. I actually saw him wrestle
Sick.
like high school wrestling.
Remember, like
That
when
dude's
like
fucking insane.
Dude, he is crazy. He lives on a farm in Minnesota with Sable.
Do you know who Brock Lesnar is? Trevor
Guys,
Aaron?
okay, He's like a Brock-
wrestling
He's
guy.
this wrestler. He's got a fucking giant knife tattooed on his chest.
Dude, it's the worst tattoo. It's a sword, it's the hilt here and the handle, then the blade goes down between his giant steroid tits, like all the way down, like pointing to his cock, and it's ridiculous.
And one of his biggest wrestling matches, he was wrestling this guy at like WrestleMania, and he just suplexed the dude. He like did like a suplex where you pick him by the waist and throw him behind you. He did that like 16 times in a row, and in that he turned to him and goes, "Welcome to Suplex City, bitch."
No. Really?
Yeah, that's his like famous catchphrase, is Suplex City.
Wow.
I want to talk about McGovern again. Go ahead.
Hold on. Somebody in chat said, "I'm from Argentina. I don't care for this bit."
Dude, normally loves us. Sam, enable sharing, please.
You remember back in 2008, early in 2008, we got asked by some of our friends to do like a benefit for Obama.
Oh yeah.
And it was like a charity thing. And I think we were kind of cool. But we were like, okay, yeah, we'll do that, because it was still when it was him versus Hillary. And we're like, I don't want Hillary. We don't just keep going Bush, Clinton. We don't want that, do we?
Yeah.
So we're like, let's go. Let's do this fundraiser for Obama. And it was like a night of comedy and so everybody did this thing to raise money for his campaign. And
Jim Gaffigan was there. Herman.
And then in our bit, I said, guys, put your money together, because if you like chip in, we can get the nomination, and then we can just do the whole McGovern thing right again. Like that, and nobody laughed at it. Like, it was like not funny. Everybody was like, oh, like that. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah. You guys, I don't know if I've told on stream before my story from that same thing about me interacting with Gaffigan. So we did. So there's like 30 some odd comedians that were on, and everybody only did like 10 minutes or something. And obviously a lot of the stand-ups and stuff that were on did political humor, right? But we were towards the end, and we did just a couple sketches, and one of them we did Timmy dance, and so I'm in my underwear, and like the only political statement we really, we did jokes like that, but the only other thing we did was we wrote Obama 08 on my chest with a permanent marker, and then on my back we wrote Hillary is a cock. And
at that thing?
Yeah. And so you guys
I remember that.
So you did that and then the McGovern joke. That's great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
so you guys were on stage doing some other sketch, right? I forget what it was. And I'm backstage, and like the last two acts were us and Gaffigan. And so I'm backstage, like standing in my underpants with all this shit written on me. And Gaffigan's like, like you guys were doing some sketch. I'm standing back there, just kind of getting ready. And Gaffigan's like, so are you guys doing any political humor? And I'm like, I don't think so. I think this is about it. And he goes, do you think I should do any political humor? Because I wasn't going to.
You're like, no, that's not what you do.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that's basically what happened. So I said, like,
talk about some food.
No, hold on. So
talk about hot pockets.
Like the last two comics. This is totally what happened in the story. So anyways, so we were like the last two acts out of like 30 people, right? So Gaffigan's like, should I do political jokes? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like 20 fucking people have done political jokes, I'm sure. You're probably fine. He's like, I was just going to do my bacon jokes. I'm like, yeah, I just saw you do those like last week at a show. Do some bacon jokes.
Yeah,
and then I'm like walking out in my underwear with all the shit on me. I'm like, why the fuck did Jim Gaffigan just ask a naked fat man in writing like what to do for his career?
He probably was like, oh, a fellow fat man. Like, like there was a mutual respect thing.
Oh, fuck, that guy stole my bit. I should ask him what else to do.
Yeah. But it's also funny that he's like, should I do political stuff? It's like, look at your bank account. Look how rich you are. Like, don't change anything. You're killing it. Don't do anything.
Did I abandon what's worked for me for 20 years and just fucking rip on somebody?
Yeah. Jon Stewart is very wealthy. But look at your bank account and look at his. You're fine. You're
yeah. Okay, let's look at Brock Lesnar real quick.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, you look at this fucking guy. Okay, I was wrong. So the handle's under his boob.
Oh,
look at that tattoo.
Dude.
And that they're what's his
look at him.
Paul Heyman is his manager, and they're apparently like best friends in real life.
Oh, so silly.
And like
so
it's like just a thing where it's like he's not good at talking, but Paul Heyman is.
See, if I like ran everything and didn't have to worry about like like laws and stuff like that, I would just arrest people like that. Like if you saw that guy, I would just be like, he goes to jail. That's what jails are for. He goes to jail.
He's like a weapon. He can hurt somebody.
Yeah, look at him. So he's a couple years older than me, but I do like I was at one regular like his school would come to our school for wrestling matches because they're only like 40 miles away, right? So when they would do tournaments, and I remember seeing like the huge fucker from Wabe do like regular high school wrestling. It was him, and then a couple years later he's like WWE whatever. But yeah, he's a large man.
He did WWE and
MMA, right?
MMA at the same time. Yeah.
Whoa. See, they shouldn't even let that guy do like MMA, like because like in wrestling they're huge, right? A lot of the time, but MMA you can fight a regular sized guy,
He should be in jail.
He's like, did you see like his chest? He has like these huge like pectoral, like he's got like a huge boob.
Yeah, he has
like,
boob.
It's like like if you laid your head on his chest, it'd be like a big pillow. It'd be awesome.
Dude, Sable's so lucky. She gets to just rest her head on his giant titties.
You know what else? You know what else I would do? Like if I sent people to jail all the time, is I wouldn't let there be weights there. Why are we fucking doing that? Why are we let's take these huge. Let's take the scariest people in the world and just get them fucking ripped.
Hey, that concrete
and all
box?
Pissed off at each other.
You know how we have that concrete box filled with people who are kind of have a tendency to violence? We should get them all fucking jacked.
Let's get them jacked and then let them out.
That's why when when Trevor runs a prison, it'll just be like, "Hey, welcome to prison. Free donuts every day. Lots of soda pop. Have some beer."
Yeah.
Just get them all.
They would
fat.
love that way more.
That's where my political leanings get screwy because I'm fairly progressive. But then when people are like, "We have too many people in prison," I'm like, "Oh, contraire, I disagree. I don't think we do.
That's what I always tell people. I said
we could have way more."
Necessarily, I said I'm against fascism except for my ideas. Like, yeah, absolutely, just pick up everyone I don't like and shoot them at the moon. I don't fucking care. Get rid of them.
I saw a lady today. I was leaving the park with my kid, and she just stopped in the middle of the street, her car, because she was, and then started yelling to a fruit vendor on the sidewalk, and she was trying to order it from the street. And she stopped her car, like people were just going to drive around her. It's like, we don't have enough people in jail. Like, we have to put more people in fucking jail.
I had a very similar thing
This is the
today.
plot to our Jerkercast sketch, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But hey, maybe, we had some good ideas there. So Trevor, I had an extremely similar situation today also. Like, we leave my house, we're going down the street, and there's a few cars and trailers parked, and it's kind of a narrow street, so we had to kind of go between them. And so as we're getting out from between all these vehicles, there's a lady standing in the middle of the street with her lawnmower trying to get it started. And it's like... Jail. Yeah, I know, right? And we're just standing there. And so I just, there was enough room that I kind of had to very slowly go around her. And there was, her husband or some dude with her. I think it seemed to be her husband. Getting another lawnmower hooked up on the side, actually in the yard. And then I pass her. And then I look in my rear view. And then she notices, she's like, oh, and pushes the lawnmower out of the street. It's like, did you not know you weren't on grass? It's like you're in the street. Yeah. And yes, it was. It was the paved road in Watertown.
Alien Princess says, if Trevor had his way, there'd be a lot of geese in jail.
Oh man, it would be crazy. There would be so many things in jail.
Filled with birds.
Yeah, animals,
tons of
people.
Birds. Just everywhere.
Ladies with lawnmowers eating free donuts, getting bitten by geese.
I always see these statistics where they're like, did you know that one country, the United States, has 25% of the prisoners in the planet? And I'm like, have you been here?
And here's the deal,
that seems low.
Have you walked around on the streets?
I think what it is, though, there are people in jail who shouldn't be. They're like, let the people selling pot out and put in some of these fucking morons who, do these horrible fucking, inconsiderate actions. Throw them in jail. If you park in the middle of the street, stop and yell at a fruit vendor, go to jail.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't want to be, I got a hot take for you. Real hot take here.
All right.
I don't think these people should be thrown in jail.
Oh.
What?
And Sam, you're weak.
Hot take. Let's not just throw people in jail because we don't like the cut of their jib.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but that's what
do you want to do?
Anyway.
You want to kill
Trevor's
them?
right. That is what jail is, anyways.
Live and let live, buddy.
No, what's the point of having a society if we're not throwing people in jail?
Because then it's society.
Then it's just
I heard they're
bedlam.
making Joker 2.
All right,
Speaking of society.
People are saying ban Sam, so
Sam's going to jail.
all right, guys.
I do agree.
Oh, Sam banned himself.
I do agree with Timmy though that we shouldn't put drug people in jail.
Right.
Or we should for one day.
Yeah.
It should just be a day.
You mean
because
like scared straight?
No, you've got to get because you've been to San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
It's a fucking mess.
You mean like that time when we woke up on the tour bus? We were in San Francisco and there was a guy pooping on our trailer?
Yeah, so you got people smoking crack outside of a CVS and you have to step over
insane.
them. You have to be able to be
it's way different now.
You have to be able to, there has to be a law where you're like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Like that. And then they go to jail for a day. But don't ruin their lives over it. The people doing years, that's insane.
Yeah, but actually though, what happens when you go to jail, right? You become a felon. And you have to put that on every job application you ever apply for that you're a convicted felon.
But not with this new thing. This new thing.
All right,
you go to jail for a day and you're not a felon. It's just so that we could get you out of the front of the fucking CVS so people could get inside.
Okay.
I know somebody.
I
know somebody who was eating they were eating breakfast in San Francisco.
True.
At a restaurant, eating their breakfast, had an omelet, and someone just ran inside the restaurant, grabbed her omelet off the table, and just ran outside. Jail.
Yeah.
Right away.
You know what else? You know what else they should do? Because we have a problem. Here's the problem. We need more people in jail, but the police are not doing a great job. You know, you've seen all this shit. The police are fucking out of their minds.
Yeah.
Some of them. You know.
Have a Dagstrom said, Sam, I live in San Francisco and it's gotten worse, man. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gotten worse.
But Market Street is pretty insane.
Yeah. But so what you should do is you should not let the cops have guns anymore. Like no lethal stuff. So that way you don't have cops killing like people.
Yeah.
But also cops should be like bouncers. Like none of these fat cops are like these. The cops should be intimidating. Like you get the jacked dudes. Like you get like Brock Lesnar.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, so you're saying like this is our cop. Like you just want the police force to look like this, like all these guys, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you know they don't have any weapons, but they're allowed to go to work on you.
Except their guns.
Yeah,
they're allowed to go to work on it.
So it's like it's one of these things where like, you know, people are going to be terrified of the cops. All of a sudden the van opens and all those guys come out. You're like, oh shit, everyone would be good.
No, all right, everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people are afraid of the cops.
Yes.
But it's because they have guns and the cops are afraid.
No,
too,
it's not.
And the cops are killing people. That's the thing. I'm trying to make it.
The cops are suffocating people. They're suffocating people.
I don't want that.
They're not using their guns to suffocate people. They're using their fucking knees.
That is true.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Like we shouldn't teach the cops karate.
That wasn't karate. That was just kneel on a guy.
Yeah, I mean that should still be illegal, of course.
Well, right, but I also, I'm down for.
So wait, kneeling on them illegal, going to town on them not illegal.
Well, but the point is, replacing guns with pro wrestlers is still a step in the right direction.
No guns. Like most times, cops kill people. It's because it's guns.
Right.
So we get rid of the guns. But they're allowed to do as many suplexes or whatever the fuck you guys were talking about as they want.
No, they're not allowed to do German suplexes.
They should only do pro wrestling punches like this. They gotta do the pro wrestling style where they go like that. They have to do those, you know, where they're stopping to make the sound. They're like those, the really slow. Okay.
I'm gonna.
I was at an ECW. Sorry, go say.
No. You bring it up.
You want me to do some donos? I'll read some donos. But I have some fun wrestlers.
Yeah.
Donos? Right.
Do donos. Do donos.
All right. Let me refresh my list here. But yeah, I see people asking us to read donos, which means we should. Okay.
I have a list here. Too.
What, Darren? Huh?
I got a list of sketches for whenever we.
Yeah, I got some too for whenever we get around that. Okay. Nate donated $10. Says, I've asked so many gosh darn times 3 for racist jury. Let's go to Mars, please. The Real Grapist donates $5. Says, hey, it's been a while since I watched the stream. Can you inform us what you can about the movie y'all are making? Just stuff you already said. If y'all have said anything, okay.
That's a funny thing because it's also like they're on YouTube,
right?
Hey guys, can you catch me up? Can you catch me up?
Wait, did he say he had been watching a long time or hadn't been?
He hadn't in a while.
Oh, okay. I thought he said he had. It's like, hey, I've been watching a long time, but can you talk about the thing that you guys constantly talk about?
Okay, John Haroon says, please watch the CIA crack sketch. We should, let's
watch that one. That's a fun one.
Yeah. And they say also, tell Timmy the Watertown, South Dakota Zoo is nothing compared to the Omaha, Nebraska Zoo. Obviously, the Omaha, Nebraska one, the Henry Dorley Zoo, is considered one.
No one ever heard of that one.
No, obviously. That's true. A lot of people have heard of that one too, just not you 3 guys. Okay, so Nasty Porch donated $10. As Trevor, last night's flagship was the best in the vast history of the show's illustrious run. Your sister was very down to earth. Have her back soon. I also got a message or something on Twitter saying your sister should play an RPG with us.
Yeah, she's a big nerd.
Does she do that?
She loves that stuff.
Would she
Let's bring her in. Let's bring her in for.
She would love to DM.
Dude, she should DM for us. That'd be kind of fun, right?
But then you guys will complain if there's nepotism if things go my way.
No, we know how she feels about you.
That's
yeah,
true.
and if she's a DM, she'll probably be harder on you than I am. So I'm into it.
Nah, we're tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did the
DFG
first one
Rahim
air
says,
yet? Did it go up? Sorry.
No, not yet. Not yet.
DFG
Okay.
Rahim donated $15. Says Trevor, thoughts on UAPs, UFOs?
I think that they're coming from the water. I think there's aliens here under the water, and I was tweeting about this. Like everybody's like, oh God, what does this mean? They're so much more advanced than us, but they're hiding from us.
Right.
We're not hiding from them. So I think we got these fuckers outnumbered. Like I think they're a long way from home, and I don't think they can get back. I think they got lost, and they're here, and they're trying to be sneaky and scare us with their fucking rocket ships. But like, I don't know. I hope that's the take that humanity gets. Like when they do say that, okay, there are aliens. We're like, all right, y'all ain't from around here, like that kind of thing.
All right. I'll go through some other donations quicker. Just get through the list, everybody. So $5 from Masterpiece asking for happier with your mouth open. James the Baker, $10 says, speaking of bad zoos, can we watch the Bad Panda sketch? Ook Skywalker 247 donated 10 says, talk about the other Lincoln sketch. I feel like we did that really recently.
Which one?
The other Lincoln
one?
Sketch. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Darren
we
wasn't
What's
there.
that one called?
I wasn't here when you did it.
Oh, you were gone.
I love that one.
John Wilkes Booth.
Quinn
we called
Dabbs
one of them Lincoln. We called the other one
$20
John Wilkes
said-
Booth, even though they're the two main characters of both sketches.
Quentin Dabbs donated $20 says, so I'm just chilling, jacking it. Can you guys cheer me on for a second? Bustin makes
Go.
That was about half an hour ago.
In Sam's mouth. It's hard for me to do. Okay, there we go. In Sam's mouth.
Get him.
I'm above you.
Oh, you are?
Do the dodge. Do the
In Sam's
dodge.
map. In Sam's map.
You can't, what is it? You can't
get me. You can't get me. Bet you can't get me.
Oh my God. There we go. Timmy, Guard the Bunny donated $15 says, Timmy, have you been to the weird Christian gift shop across the street from the Corn Palace? I haven't been to the Corn Palace in 20 years, so I don't know. Chunky Thunder 69 donated 20. Says, great stream. Just trying to request cash quiz if you haven't. Woo woo woo. What up, Whoretown?
Oh, I talked about that last night. I talked about that last night with my sister because we were debating if it was bad that I did brown face.
Oh.
You
when
know?
you played Osama?
Because I played Osama bin Laden, and then my sister was like, well, where is the line? And I was like, I know, right? You got to be able to make fun of Osama bin Laden. Fuck that guy. But then, maybe that has not aged well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was that what she was saying? Was like, where's the line? Like, who can we make fun of? Who can we do blackface for?
It was,
or was she
like,
saying,
sister and I were
where's
just
the
kind of
line? Like, when is it not okay? Was she going?
Well,
the other way?
I was giving her shit for being, very like I want to get out. My sister. Just quick recap. My sister moved to Canada. Because she didn't like Donald Trump, so she moved to Canada.
Oh.
And so then I was saying, well, isn't the joke on you now? Because you moved because you thought Trump was racist. He is racist. But then you go up there and your president's wearing blackface all the time.
Trudeau.
Trudeau. He's like in blackface everywhere.
All the time.
And plus, their policies against Native Americans are like no better than ours. So.
Right. And so then we were talking about it, and I was like, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I kind of did that. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I did Osama bin Laden. And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, is that bad? And then, so we were just having a discussion about it.
It's interesting. Anybody say anything interesting about that in chat? No, probably not.
Got a guess.
Someone says, well, Sam did Blueface, which is true. Sam did a bunch of Blueface.
It is a good point. Like, if you did a sketch about the president of China, like, how would you play the character? Would it be racist?
I would get someone
you would cast it. Yeah.
You'd cast it. You would
Cast
not
it.
play. Yeah, one of us would not play. Yeah.
But say you're a comedy troupe where it's only 5 white straight men.
Right, well, but wait, someone's asking, did you color your face
People
for
are
that?
like, yeah, that's why you don't do those anymore.
Did you color your face for that, Trevor?
I honestly don't remember.
He did.
Did I?
And then he was in the makeup chair constantly going, darker, darker. And they were like, hey, dude, we can't.
It's not.
It's not enough.
That's an interesting thing too. Who would get in trouble there? Because I swear to God, I didn't have notes about the makeup.
Right.
I'm just I'd be in trouble. Yeah. But yeah, I guess it probably has aged poorly. We should watch it.
Yeah. Before that, I want to show you guys a bunch of suplexes.
It looks like Trevor just hopped down into the pool. Like he did this little hop down.
This is Suplex City.
Is that a German suplex?
That's apparently a German suplex.
We should watch Trevor's hand sketch.
Trevor wants cops to do this.
Yeah.
They'll definitely kill people. They'll definitely.
It looks a little tan to me.
Yeah, look, if that would kill people, they wouldn't let people do that in wrestling. He was trying to jump from a high place.
It wasn't, but I think that kind of stuff has happened too. A lot of wrestlers die from heart attacks and stuff, probably due to the strenuous schedule mixed with steroid use and stuff like that.
There's not a lot of
it's like not a healthy profession for those guys. A lot of those guys die young,
Yeah.
Or snap, like Chris Benoit.
It's funny, you have like the
that
WWE
suplex move that we were just watching, like that's nothing. Like Timmy, you and I could get in the ring and do suplexes.
But Darren, like you and I mean, listen, we're both some badass motherfuckers, and we all understand that, right? Me and you, we're fucking hardcore. But we don't have the muscles like those guys do. Like when Brock Lesnar throws you down on your back, like he's putting a little gusto in it. It could really hurt you, Like, but I mean, the way those rings are set up,
you just fall back. It's not a big deal.
I don't know. Well, we should see if he can come on the stream and suplex.
Yeah.
Somebody.
If we got Brock Lesnar to agree to suplex you, would you wouldn't be afraid? You wouldn't be worried? He's like that man that's gonna grab you by the waist and throw you on your neck.
Now, is he gonna cheat?
He's like you lay back on his pillows, which are already gonna feel good, and then you land on this little
Are you talking about his boobies?
Are you talking about?
He like hugs him like this, and you're like your back's on his pillow boobs, and you're like, all right, this is good. I don't know.
So do you think his wife, like when he was gonna get that titty knife tattooed, like do you think anyone do you think his wife was like, really?
Yeah, I don't think a guy like that listens to his wife.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm gonna make. I don't know the man, but I'm gonna make a call that.
Yeah. It's likely she's afraid of getting suplexed. We'll just say that. So in the chat, Resident Stevel said Timmy's a bad motherfucker. He got shot with a t-shirt cannon full of beans. All right, or he said he's hard as fuck. So Sam, you guys loaded that up this week, the baked beans video and the one where we talk about baked beans. HD, you got up on HD on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I downloaded, and I actually, instead of having the kind of laggy feed, I downloaded the video from your YouTube channel, and that's the one that we see slowed down.
Okay, so that's on the official WKUK YouTube channel. So for some reason, because since I have my YouTube logged in on my phone, I was at work the other day and started getting a bunch of notifications because a bunch of people were watching it on our YouTube and then going to my thing and like watching it again and again and again and like talking about it. So
that's
it's so fun to watch. But people I guess weren't aware of it, like how we did it, so they're watching it like, holy shit, dude.
Wait, what? So is it up?
No, with the baked beans thing, yeah. So then the behind the scenes video, Sam has the behind the scenes video from my channel. So some people were ending up on my channel watching it and were commenting on it. I was getting all these notifications on my phone, like, why did everybody suddenly find this? And I was like, oh yeah, we must have put it up. So
Sam, someone said you missed like 50 subs.
I'll get to some.
Timmy was
Yeah, I've been doing the donos, not the subs. Sam, you want to do subs? Or Darren, weren't you looking at subs? You could do that if you want to.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, that one time you were doing it. And then I'll do some donos.
Guys, I was bringing up the suplexes. I don't know what
I know.
Are
we? Should we watch a sketch?
I just said that thing because somebody chatted it. They said that somebody else.
Yeah, and they did get back. They did donate. They did mention that they did do it today, so we should watch. I forget what sketch they asked for already. Did you write it down, Darren?
Oh,
Maroon President.
Ethereum token.
Maroon President
went off. Donated a bunch.
They went off.
Subs.
That's right.
They went off.
Maroon President. We should watch that one definitely,
awesome.
and a couple of these other ones people have been asking for.
Here's the thing, though. WKUK Ethereum token. Don't use my words out of context.
Why? What happened?
They posted a thing saying, "See, the WKUK Ethereum token confirmed," and it's just me saying their name. And You're misrepresenting me.
Hey,
can we create a coin?
Good.
Can we do that?
I don't know.
I
don't like talking
I know
about that
someone to
because
talk to about that.
I don't like talking about that because I don't know how it works. So Quentin Dabbs donated $16.90 and says, "Hey guys, still jacking it. Can't help but notice Darren didn't cheer me on earlier. I'm gonna need a whole group cheer if I'm ever gonna bust. I believe in you guys.
Bust.
Come on, Darren, get into it. Go.
Bust
Yes.
it.
Yes.
What's his name
Brock
again?
Lesnar's pillows. Brock Lesnar's pillows. Brock Lesnar's pillows. Quentin Dabbs.
Can we do one of these where it is for people to like the whole thing will be like, all right, guys, today's jerk it day, and y'all got to jerk the whole time we're doing our show. Come on, let's do it.
Wait, we have to do it, or we're trying to get the chat?
No,
to
we
do it?
don't jerk
Everybody
it. The
at
chat does it. The whole whole agreement
We'll
is
get
that
pulled
chat's
from
going to
Twitch
be
if we
jerking
do that,
it.
Timmy.
Yeah, that sounds like a TOS.
You know what? We've done
What,
a
that
lot
we
of
do
these
or they
Self-Suck
do?
Saturdays, and there's
That we
probably
do
a
it.
couple where I've absentmindedly just stroked it off, just off camera. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
You can't see below Timmy's waist here.
Dude, every time we watch Skate Dad or Horses Love Stegosaurus, it's like, come.
All right. Should we talk about the contest?
Yes.
Yeah, we got to talk about that, but we also got to talk about so when is Buckerson and Myers?
I'll get it up this week. I'll get it up Monday.
For Memorial
Day.
Memorial Day. Yeah.
Well, that way it's still there because it's got to be before the end of the month
Okay.
for the Patreon people. Because
I'll
that's
see
what I'm doing this
I'll
weekend.
see if I can get the Patreon up tomorrow, but I'll get
That's
the
good.
YouTube one up on Monday.
Because I'm doing tomorrow. I'm doing a lot of drawings for people because it's the end of the month.
I
Exciting.
put up a story, an erotica story on
Darren's erotica story.
Ooh, I gotta read that. I gotta get caught up with my WKUK erotica.
Did mine go up?
I don't think so.
Well, mine went up last Tuesday, so that means yours.
Yours is probably
goes
going up this Tuesday, Trev.
Got it.
Darren and I were talking yesterday about some of that stuff. We just agreed that maybe you two agree as well. It's kind of fun writing those erotica, right? They're fun to write.
Yeah.
I just write about you.
Well, that's what everybody writes about. I don't know. We'll find out with Trevor's, but so far people enjoy making me the star of sexy stuff. So I'm very flattered.
Dirk
All
Diggler
three of you
Kids.
are in. All three of you are in mine.
We're all in yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
You're all in mine.
Do you just everybody's in Sam's. Everybody's sort of in mine.
All right, hey, I'm gonna read the first paragraph of mine as like a teaser trailer,
Yes.
so that
And
people
if you want to get the
go
whole
and
thing,
sign up and read for the rest of it.
yeah,
right.
patreon.com/WKUK official. That's our Patreon.
Wait, hold on.
$5
Darren.
level. You get an erotic story every week written by a different one of us.
All right, Darren, go.
Yeah. Okay. It was yet another muggy night down on the bayou. Timmy staggers shirtless in the marsh, fanning his overheated and pulsating pores over a hard day's work, trying to take in any form of breeze he could create or imagine in such a thick and heavy air. He rested a while on a rotted log. Beds of sweat collected faster than you could say the word jambalaya, he thought to himself.
This is great.
He also pondered how many more nights he would be alone, not knowing anyone here in the swamplands, trying to earn an extra nickel for his golden years. That's how the first paragraph ends.
I like that.
Dude, you hooked me. I'm like half hard, and I want to find out what else happens. And it's
oh man,
I like that it's got a New Orleans kind of Cajun sort of vibe.
Can we keep going?
I've been getting really into swamp rock lately.
Who's swamp rock? Like what's swamp rock?
It's like songs about like swamps and.
You mean like Creedence Clearwater Revival?
No, but like songs about alligators.
Oh, Swampy Joe and the Swamp Guys?
No, you guys aren't taking this seriously.
No, Creedence is a real answer. Those guys loved to pretend they were from New Orleans, but they're from fucking Northern California.
No, there's a whole genre of rock where it's all about the bayou and alligators and usually the sheriff trying to get you.
Dude.
Yeah. Also, I've gotten obsessed with Smokey and the Bandit this week. Like,
Good series.
I'm like watching that a lot, and I got to get it. I haven't seen the 2 sequels, but I'm like super into it. I think I'm getting really into
Burt Reynolds.
What's his name? Burt Reynolds. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey,
Gator's
check
supposed
out-
to be a really good one.
Which one?
Gator?
Gator.
Where
yeah.
he plays a
Gator's the
detective.
sequel to White Lightning. White Lightning's the first one, and Gator's the sequel. That's where he plays a bootleg liquor dude. Moonshiner.
Somebody put in the chat Jerry Reed, and that's kind of my main thing. I'm like I'm like so deep into Jerry Reed right now. I think all my music for like flagship last night was Jerry Reed. It's just it's so good.
Yeah,
it's like
all of
the
it?
best music ever. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
That's
okay.
a
What
lot
about?
of
There's that great Burt Reynolds movie, and I think Jerry Reed might be in it too. But it's directed by that same guy that does all those. Where he plays a stuntman, and there's that scene where they're driving, they're drinking and driving, they're driving down the highway.
I think it's called Hooper, Timmy.
Hooper. And then one of them turns around and starts driving backwards so he can pass the beer to his friend. And then the cop pulls him over. They're like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "What are you doing?" And Burt Reynolds just goes, "We're driving backwards." It's like, well, yeah.
So good.
And then they go to a bar and fight Terry Bradshaw and a bunch of fucking other dudes.
Well, what's awesome about Smokey and the Bandit is that like it was Burt Reynolds' buddy who wrote it. And it was and so he asked Burt Reynolds to be in it, and it was all written on yellow legal pad, the script. And Burt Reynolds was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever read, but I'll do it." But he's like, "I'm not saying any of this shit." And so the whole movie's improvised.
Yeah.
And it feels like that when you watch it. And it's like, it's not clever, but it's like, Sally Fields gets out of a car and like, and then like, the Burt Reynolds is like, "Nice ass," like that. And then his buddy goes, "Nice ass." And she goes, "Thanks." And that's like a scene. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, it's just great.
It does have a good redneck feel to it. And
there's something weird. There's something weird about as a trilogy though. Like the third one, Smokey is the bandit.
Well, yeah, because well, Jerry Reed. So here's the thing: I've gotten really into Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. There's like a weird like Snyder cut kind of story behind the production.
Jerry Reed was originally supposed to be the Bandit. And then it was going to be like a $1 million movie. And then the guy got his buddy, Burt Reynolds, to be in it. And so then it blew up to like a $6 million movie. And they were like, all right, well, now Jerry Reed is going to be Snowman, who's the bandit's best friend. So the first 2 movies, Jerry Reed's the buddy. And then the third one, Burt Reynolds didn't want to do anymore. So then Jerry Reed becomes like the bandit.
Right. Now, the other guy, Burt's friend that wrote and directed, Hal Needham, I think? He and Burt Reynolds were buddies, like you said. That's who they based the 2 main characters in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood off of, too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody said the movie Convoy is the same way. I watched that this week. I'm telling you.
I've always wanted to see it.
It's good. It's not as good as Smokey and the Bandit. It's interesting though.
Is Smokey and the Bandit 2? Is that just as good, or is that?
I haven't watched that. I'm saving that. I'm gonna watch it next week.
All right.
And now Jackie in number 1, Smokey and the Bandit 1. It's Jackie Gleason and a little guy
who's fantastic. Jackie Gleason steals that movie.
He's incredible in that movie.
Yeah.
It's him. He's Enos and Little Enos. Isn't that their names, right?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of the mayor? Isn't the mayor Enos and Little Enos or something? I can't remember.
Somebody, Questionable Content Live says, absolutely no one cares.
Well, geez. Maybe we should go back to talking about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And his
I got that suplex video loaded up.
I
like that.
When Burt Reynolds was making Boogie Nights, he was just like, "This is the worst piece of shit movie I've ever made." Like the whole time he was on set, he was just like, "This is the dumbest fucking." He was just pissed off and horrible to work with. He would just say his line. He hated it.
My writing partner got assigned to do a show with him, or to go around and pitch a show with him, so he had to go to all the networks with Burt Reynolds, and he was like, he's a fucking asshole. Like, he hated
wasn't
him.
he like really? When was that? Because he was kind of old and sick for a long time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm trying to defend him, but
Sounds like you are. Sounds like you're a Reynolds apologist.
I just think he had a good, he had a good run, but that was 50 years ago,
Oh, did you guys watch the Friends reunion?
No, we were talking about it before you got here. I was saying I
did.
don't want to watch it. How is it?
I never really cared about the show, so it's like my wife wanted to.
it?
No, I'm not. My wife wanted to watch it, so I watched it.
Now I can't stop. Yeah.
And they're just like, well, I don't know why James Corden's there. Like,
yeah,
it's like
you could say that about everything.
Yeah. So that's all I got about that.
That's pretty good, Timmy.
It's your review.
Just say that about anything.
Well, you know what? I might have been thinking about Josh Gad because they're kind of interchangeable in my mind.
I mean, I don't know James Corden. I know Sean O'Connor likes him, and so I like Sean O'Connor, and I trust Sean O'Connor's judgment.
Okay.
But James Corden, I think, is the most diametrically opposition, like what he likes to what I like.
Yeah.
He only shows up in things where I'm like, I fucking hate this.
Like cats.
Or like anything that he comes in, it's already something I've been like, I hate this movie for like a half hour, and then he shows up, and I'm like, yup, see, he liked it.
I knew it.
Yeah.
See, that's what I think about Josh Gad. Like I was watching that Artemis Fowl movie. Oh, my daughter wanted to watch it, and and then he shows up and he plays this dwarf guy who dislodges his jaw so he can eat dirt. Because in that world, dwarfs eat dirt. And my review of it on Letterboxd was just defund Josh Gad. People were like, "What's the problem, man?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just don't like him."
I think that's good. Yeah.
We should watch the sketch.
Defund Josh Gad. But wait, I just have a question really quick about what happened in the last 20 minutes. Did we go, we got to talk about the results of this contest, and then Trevor goes, no, I gotta talk about Smokey and the Bandit first? Was that what happened?
Yes, that was what happened.
Yeah. All right, so we gotta talk about the results.
Yes,
of this
let's
thing.
talk about that. So I can get to the thing here. I got the thing here.
I have no idea what happened, so
Okay.
I'll be hearing it for the first time.
Wait,
So here's
people
the
are
deal.
like, holy shit, watch a fucking sketch. Should we watch a sketch and then talk about this when we come back?
No. That's what this leads up to, is us watching a
Okay.
sketch.
Let's trust
Okay.
Sam. Let's trust Sam. I'm going to trust Sam. So I'll read the posts, not the whole thing, but some of the posts about from our the WKUK Reddit. That's where they were doing the bracket for the last couple months. And the past week, it came down. I'll just read the end here. Came down to the Grapist and what actually happened to Abraham Lincoln. That's the two sketches that it was against. Over 900 people voted, and with a final score of 507 to 401, the now canon greatest widest hit sketch of all time is The Grapist.
Bum, ba, ba.
Dun, dun,
Congrats
dun.
to Mr. Rapist.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun.
thank you to Horatio Peacock III, who's not on tonight because they donated earlier and said, hey, I won't be on tonight. But thank you to Horatio for running that. And then we had the whole scandal about a month ago.
Thank
and they
you,
fixed
sir.
that, and it was pretty amazing.
Scandal
Now-
every week.
His next job is to get together the 64 worst sketches that we've done. Because that's what I'm super excited about.
I feel like I'm in a lot of those.
I think Jerkacost is one of those.
See?
Worst?
For sure.
Worst? Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about, what's
There's
everyone's
worse.
least favorite sketch? I can't even remember them, though.
That
I think Dogs
goat
Love
cult
Boobs
sketch,
might be.
Religious cult. I hate Dogs
Religious
Love
cult
Dogs
Boobs.
Up Boobs is great.
Dogs Loves
is
Boobs.
great.
Dog Loves Boobs. A+.
It could have been so much better, but
Execution, I'd give it like a B-, but I still am glad that it exists. You know?
It's
Oh,
2
I know
seconds.
the worst sketch. There's one called Ninja School where it's just me in a empty classroom, and I'm like, where are all the ninjas or something? Like that's the sketch.
The idea is that they're too good at being ninjas because they're
Yeah,
hyped.
that's a horrible sketch.
I remember
I think
thinking
it's
that was
fine.
really funny. I haven't seen it in a
it's
long
fine.
time.
It's all right. It's all right.
What about
A horrible sketch is one that we're all putting a lot of effort into it. Not
And
like
it
we
just
just
doesn't
set up
work.
the camera and we did one joke.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, that's
as-
fine.
A horrible sketch is like, to me, I think the religious cult sketches.
Yeah, because it's so complicated and it isn't worth the effort. You're right, Darren.
Yeah.
The one where we're in the line and we're like, this
God.
guy.
I feel like that thing took 8 fucking hours to shoot. I feel like it took forever.
And then the goat, it ends with the goat head.
Yeah,
that's
was
a
there
pretty
real
bad
goat
ending.
there? Was there
No.
an actual goat?
No.
Okay.
No, we couldn't afford that.
So wait,
So
are we gonna watch a sketch?
yeah, are we gonna
Yeah,
watch
yeah, yeah.
Grapist?
Yeah.
Do we watch that?
No, let's watch what it should have been. Horses love sex.
No. Wait, let me do it. I in preparation for this, I loaded. Why isn't this coming up? Wait, sorry. I actually got the high res.
Someone said, "Don't you guys hate the Timmy is choking sketch?" What's that one?
Choking.
Or are they trying to say? Are they trying to like?
Oh wait.
Is that the? I mean, wasn't Timmy choking in all those sketches?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's probably what they meant.
Hey!
Well, someone else says, "Dude,
babushka."
Huh? Someone else, dude, the Timmy choke one is great. What is that one?
I
don't know.
Timmy is choking is hilarious, dude. What the fuck are they talking about?
Right. Oh wait, is that the gun in the face? Because at the end they're like, Timmy's choking.
Wait, but I thought. Wait.
That's probably.
When we shot that for TV, I was in it.
No, you're in the other room. We just go, Timmy's choking. That's why we were trying
This meeting is being recorded.
What the
fuck?
It just said this meeting's being recorded.
Yeah, I guess that's a new thing on Zoom
Jeff
because I
Bezos.
started the record for the sketch.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I have the option to leave
Wait,
the
are
meeting because I don't consent to this being recorded.
That's crazy. Are we not going to watch a sketch?
Watch a sketch. Oh, but you want me to? I really gotta pee. But okay, let's watch the sketch and then I'll go.
All right.
If Timmy's gonna pee, I'm gonna pee.
All right, guys.
pee right
chat.
now.
They're gonna pee. They're gonna pee. We're gonna wait. They're gonna pee.
I might
No. Play a sketch while they go pee.
Well, they have to see the sketch.
We know the sketch.
They
All
know
right.
the sketch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
So the list is crack sketch, peeing on my. Oh, you're playing Grapist?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Grapist, but
Okay, I'm definitely going pee if you're playing Grapist.
all right. So it's just gonna be me and you, or it's just gonna be me.
It's just gonna be you. Yeah.
All right. Can you see it?
But I pee fast. I can see it. I'll tell you if I hear it too. I hear it. Now I see what you did. Nice.
This is the best sketch of all time. Yeah, you're supposed to be laughing.
That's what you did?
Hold on.
Damn wise.
Hold on, I stopped the share.
Team Trevelyan
It's
for
good
2
because the
goddamn
audio
seconds.
wasn't
Everything
great
goes
on
to
it.
Steve's fault. All right. Now where's Darren? Or did he turn into a towel?
Well, I didn't actually pee yet. I've still got to go do that.
Oh, dude, I peed. It felt amazing.
I want to make sure Sam plays the right
what-
sketch.
All right.
Good luck.
Hold on. Which one? Right.
Oh, I think there was a problem.
All right.
Sup?
Seems like did skate.
It's all falling apart. Sam did something and he broke everything.
I didn't break everything. Hold on.
Wait, did the stream work? No, but they can't see anything. They
Yeah, I
can't
know.
see
Yeah, totally.
Oh, you knew that.
Bringing up the new sketch.
Oh, there's a lot of people typing out white screen all caps. Always helpful.
Oh, I've never. Ooh, look at it. Looks so good.
2 times, babies.
Now that I like.
Oh
Get me
man,
another
good.
bucket, Chester.
stop the steal.
All right, now I actually have it.
You gotta keep your eye on the Sam dog.
I'm sure. I'm hoping
that old hound dog.
I'm hoping Grapist 3 ends up having a lot of suplexes.
They said there was no audio in it now.
I didn't. Yeah, sorry. I didn't.
Wait, so you fucked
unmute
up your
it. No, that's fine. This is it for real. Wait, I gotta share it with you guys.
Please do.
It's gonna be white screen for a second, guys. Don't freak out.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Crap. Hold on. And give me one more second, sorry.
Someone says, Jesus Christ, have you stream in front of your mother like this?
Sick.
Look, I think people are too hard on you sometimes, but that's a funny joke. That was good. You gotta give it up when it's due.
My face looks really red in this light.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like I had a red face today, too. Mercury
What if I got
red-
sunburn?
Alright, maybe it's sunburn.
Alright.
I mean, I do live in a sunshine state.
No, you don't.
You kids look like you could use a delicious fruity beverage!
Who are you?
Might I suggest Fizzy Pop's Grape Blast? The new soda from Johnson & Hedges. Open wide, kids, because I'm gonna grape you in the mouth!
He's going to what them in the mouth?
He's gonna grape them.
He's going to grape them.
Yeah, in the mouth.
Right.
Sure. There's more.
No, I'm sorry. All right, well, I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with the catchphrase, I'm gonna grape you in the mouth for our new mascot.
Yeah,
I mean...
We're just not sure about that one. Yeah, we might want to workshop it a touch.
Really? Why? That's his thing. He grapes people. He grapes people in the mouth.
We're just not exactly sure that
He sneaks into little kids' rooms in the middle of the night, and he grapes them in the mouth.
Okay, see, because I think that the reason that I'm a little hesitant is because to me, it sounds like he's saying, he's going to rape them.
What? Oh, no. No. What? Oh.
I'm sorry,
Sir, get your mind out of the gutter. He's a grape. How is a grape gonna rape a kid? What are you talking about?
But it sounds like
it's a grape commercials.
I love it. He grapes the kids. Okay, I mean, if I'm in the minority here, we can keep going.
Come here, kids! I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and grape you!
Okay.
What? Why'd you stop it?
I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and grape you?
What?
I'm going to rape you! No, that's what it sounds like he's saying. I love it. Really?
Are you back on this rape thing again?
Why was he gonna tie them to a radiator?
That's how he grapes people. That's what he does.
No!
He's the grapist.
The grapist? That's his name? The grapist. Classic. This is obviously a rape scenario.
What? Why are you trying to twist a children's soda commercial into your weird, sick, sort of twisted, pervy...
Why were they running? Why was that child screaming mom?
Well, that kid is a horrible actor, and the next time we shoot the commercial, we're gonna use somebody else, because the thing is...
These kids were obviously horrified.
Not that girl. Look, she's totally asking for it.
What?
Look at her. She's begging to get graped.
Will you listen to yourself?
Look what she's wearing.
Look what she's wearing?
It's purple.
Oh, okay. No! Rape those kids! I love it!
Look, do you guys want the commercial or not?
Yes, we want the commercial. Of course we want the commercial.
We want it. Here's the paperwork.
I just have some serious reservations about this whole thing.
Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Buy some today and get a free grape whistle.
A grape whistle? Really?
Okay, when I finish graping you, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna grape your mother and your father, and then I'm gonna take your whole family down to the basement and grape you all for decades and decades.
See, I think this is too much. I think it's too much. Shh.
There it is.
The grapist.
The grapists. Wow. You know, there's some good shit in that sketch. It's funny.
Yeah.
I've been, you know, we've seen it because we used to show that live, so we've seen that sketch 150 times.
And we did the boardroom part of it live,
right?
And then we would switch over to like the screen.
Right. When they watched the commercial, we'd go to the.
But this is one of the few sketches that was the first time it was we performed it was for the TV show that we then did live.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. The that one's the funny thing about that this time to me watching it is just how that's not how anything works. Like nobody goes and films a commercial and then comes to a company and pitches it to them. Like,
right.
You know,
here's your next commercial.
Also, you know, one thing as far as like us not ever being good at like reality, like one thing in that sketch that's always bugged me is like how you guys like Trevor's character calls him a grape and then they call him a grape. I'm like, he's not a grape, he's a bunch of grapes. Like that always stuck in my head. It's probably just me because whatever, but like,
yeah, I never
like, he's
that.
Not just one grape. Huh?
Yeah, I never thought about that.
I never thought about that.
He's not one grape.
I love how like they put
it's
a bunch of grapes in the middle of the table. Like,
yeah,
we don't understand.
Like they love grapes. And then Darren's character says it's a grape commercial, and I've always been like, it's a grape soda commercial. We just can't like we just couldn't put the one extra word in there.
What I like about it is Darren and Timmy's characters.
Yeah,
because this is like true of any time you're ever in any sort of meeting, like in television or probably anywhere else, where you've got one guy who's making the decisions, and then you've got two people, you got one person making decisions, and then two people who are just trying to be on the right side of the conversation, and so they're just like reading him, kind of thing. But we sort of do it a different way, where like originally, like they're going like the complete opposite now. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
I hear you.
The funny thing about this sketch is that like it all started with like the pun. That's like where it started. Was like I think it was Trevor pitched like, hey, what if there was a grape mascot that was called the Grapist? And we're like, oh, that's funny. And so when we sat down to write it, we started writing it as a commercial parody. But then like there's nowhere to go there. There's like nothing to do. So then we were like, well, what if we're in the boardroom? And we have more to play with. And we kind of had this thing of like, there's this crazy guy who's pitching this character of the Grapist. And we wrote that for like about a page. And that's when we hit this thing. Like, it kind of hit a standstill of like, yeah, like you got a guy who's like, the dynamic is this one guy's crazy. That's like really easy to deal with. Everyone's saying, you just go like, oh, this is a bad idea. Get out of here. And then we pitched the idea of like changing the dynamic so that Zach's the only one who sees the crazy thing as crazy. And now all of a sudden there's real conflict in the sketch.
Yeah.
And that dynamic shift is what keeps it going. I don't think we could have made it go as long as it did for that.
This one always kind of bummed me out too, because like this was one where like, I mean, I liked the sketch, but it was also, I think after it aired, somebody like sent us something where there was an Onion article where they had talked about a mascot called the Grapist.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's like we'd already done it. And it was like, oh shit, like it was like it wasn't like the headline, but it was like somewhere deep in the thing, and it's like it always just sucks when you're like, oh fuck, it's like someone.
Yeah.
Like
that happens all the time, though.
Hey,
I know.
Check it out. Ginger Fur Jedi said, former copywriter for radio here. We actually do have ads that we pitch to people. They're called spec ads. And many of them are pitched that way, especially with a client you've worked with before, just not so grapey.
Okay, all right.
That
so
is true.
wrong.
They do spec commercials, and then they pitch them. They're like, yeah, and here's $85,000. Go make the real one.
Oh, sorry, dear.
I like the. I mean, this is. I always like the part where he's like, "I'm going to rape you," and then my guy's like, like he doesn't understand anything, but in that moment, like he does have a very acute self-preservation, and so like as soon as he doesn't understand anything, but as soon as he hears that, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get raped.
Like if he would have said, "I'm gonna grape you," you would have immediately gone, "Ha ha ha."
Fine.
So I want to ask here.
Sorry,
go ahead, Darren. Sorry.
I was just gonna say the one thing I do love is like, you know, Zach's confrontation with the whole grape commercial, and then you know Trevor's character finally goes, well, if you don't want the commercial, and he's like, "Oh, we want it." Like he immediately like just switches. Oh, hey, of course we want it. Like Trevor's like, you know, top notch, top shelf, like commercial makers.
Like they were never gonna turn it down. They just didn't like that it was about rape.
Yeah.
That's a sketch. So that's like, you know, sometimes when you look at these things, you're like, well, you probably couldn't do that now. You know, and that's, I would say that's one of them, you know? I don't know. What do you think?
So, I want to talk about this for a sec. There's this, a lot of people say in chat that and I've seen this on the Reddit and stuff, that I hate this sketch. And I don't hate the sketch. I think it is funny, and I think there's a reason why people like it so much. But I also it's like I have a complicated relationship with it, and it's tough because there is things like I think part of the reason we haven't talked about it till now is because I asked the guys that we not talk about it, which I think is kind of had an adverse effect because I think it made it this, no pun intended, forbidden fruit for everyone.
Dude, great pun.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that like it is a complicated idea, and I do get a lot of people that will like see me like post something on Instagram, like I'll be in a picture with a girl, a friend of mine who's a girl, and they'll be like, "Dude, you gonna grape her? Looks like that girl's about to get graped." And just because I'm friends with someone doesn't mean they're a fan of the TV show I'm on. And also, you know, like you don't know their history and you don't know their relationship with that. So can I say right now though?
Okay.
A big thing is not that like I hate the sketch, but I have a complicated relationship with it, and it sucks to be in a position where you want, like, I love that people are fans of our show, and I love that people are like get enjoyment out of what we do, and it sucks that like I don't have the like, hey guys, it's all fun and games with this one experience, and you don't want to be that downer, and I know there's also some people that are like they're like, oh, what a little bitch for having these feelings about this. And
yeah, it's happening right now, and I say fuck those people, man, because I get what you're saying. So, you know.
Yeah, totally valid. Like, I was just